What's up, dummies? So today's video is going to be insane because we're going to be listening to the most terrifying sounds that were ever recorded out in space. This is going to be an educational video and a scary video all at once. Let's try not to get scared at these weird space sounds. Okay, so this is a Helix Nebula. This is the sound of a dying star. Oh my gosh, so this is what a dying star sounds like. Wait, what? That sounds like people screaming. This is what it sounds like when a star's dying? Oh my gosh. Okay, this is what Earth sounds like when you're outside of Earth. NASA satellites captured radio waves generated by lightning. It sounds like birds, bro. That's what Earth sounds like. Ooh, what is this? Pulsars are rapidly spinning neutron stars that emit beams of... So this is what radiation stars sound like? It sounds like a damn woodpecker. Okay, this is what interstellar space sounds like. Whoa. This is what it sounds like when you're like far out in space. Yo, I would not want to be stuck in space listening to that. This is a supernova. Oh my gosh. A supernova is a very, very big star. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. It's an exploded star. A star that exploded and it was huge. Wow. This is quasar. What's that? Quasars are supermassive black holes at the center of distant galaxies. So it's black holes in galaxies far away. This is what Saturn sounds like. Yo. Imagine being on Saturn and you just hear this. What the heck? There's gotta be something on Saturn making this noise, bro. I did not know that it sounded like that. This is what Jupiter sounds like. Yo, why are all these so creepy? Why do all these planets sound creepy, dog? I don't like this. I'm never going to Jupiter in my life. Gosh, what is this? A white hole? This is what a white hole sounds like? A white hole is a theoretical region of space that ejects matter. So I didn't know there was a such thing as a white hole. I thought there was only black holes. Jesus Christ. That is creepy sounding, bro. So this is a different video. I clicked on another one. This one is ranking space sounds by how scary they are. So we gave the moon a 3 out of 10. I would give this like maybe a 4 out of 10. It's still kind of creepy. It sounds creepy. We're gonna rank how scary we think they are too. Okay, let's go to the next one. Ariel. This one is basically nothing. So this is a planet named Ariel. This isn't that scary. I would give this like 2 out of 10. It's still kind of like scary. I feel like you would hear this whenever like someone's chasing you. Helix Nebula. It sounds like screaming. Oh my gosh. Yo, okay, that's like an 8 out of 10. That does sound like screaming. That's what this sounds like. Okay, Saturn's rings. I could fall asleep to this. Facts, you could fall asleep to the sound of Saturn's rings. But it's weird how the rings make a sound. Like, I want to stand on the ring. Is it like an onion ring? Dude, that'd be dope. The Milky Way. So this is our galaxy. This is where we're at. Do you hear that? This is what it sounds like, our galaxy. I give this a 5 out of 10. Kind of scary. You can hear a little sound if you really try. Hoag's object. This one is weirdly calming. Wait, this is what it sounds like? Okay, I don't know what that is. I think it's a galaxy. It sounds like a song. This is awesome. A black hole. This is what a black hole sounds like. Oh yeah. Yeah, something, nah. Something's insane. This is insane. Nah, I'm gonna give this a... Yeah, I agree. 8 out of 10. It sounds like people are like drowning, like, or like speaking in a different language, like a ghostly language. Okay, this is another planet called Titan. What do you mean 1 out of 10? He said 1 out of 10 scariness. I think this is like 5 out of 10 scariness. This is creepy. There's gotta be some weird stuff going on that planet for it to make this sound. The Big Bang. It sounds like a slowed down fart. This is what it sounded like whenever the Big Bang happened? Oh my gosh. I'm hearing the fart now. I hear the fart. Okay, yep, that's weird. The lightning on Saturn. This one's disappointing. What do you mean this one's disappointing? This is what the lightning on Saturn sounds like? That's creepy sounding. What the? I'm giving this a 6 out of 10. It's like... Orion Nebula. This is actually scary. 7 out of 10? Okay, Okay, yeah, this actually sounds pretty creepy, like something you would hear in like a scary movie. Dude, what? I can't believe all these sounds are coming from these planets. I'm gonna give this a 6 out of 10. It's pretty scary. I haven't heard one that's like 10 out of 10 scariness yet, but I think we're going to soon. I don't know why. Star KIC 122682200. Something feels wrong here. This is a star? Yeah, this is creepy. Why is it like... It's like... Yeah, something's like happening on that star, bro. Supernova. This is just majestic. No way. Supernovas sound like this? Dude, this is natural music. This is music before they ever made music. I'll give this a 0 out of 10 on scariness. This is awesome. I'm just gonna listen to it. Dude, it's crazy. NGC 2392. I don't like this at all. What is that? Is this like a sun on a different planet or something? It looks like a mummy or like a ghost sun. What is this? I think these are all like planets and things in space. That one's creepy. Ring Nebula. This feels peaceful. I think a nebula is like a star that exploded, maybe. I don't know what a nebula is. I know you guys are way smarter than me when it comes to this stuff, so tell me what a nebula is. I'm gonna give this one a 2 out of 10. It's still a little creepy. Like, I know you hear the creepiness. 2 black holes colliding. Oh my gosh. That's what it sounds like when 2 black holes collide with each other? Why does this sound like weep, weep? Like you would think when black holes, big black holes, like I'm talking about big black holes, boom, explode together. It only sounds like bleep. What? No way. Okay, this is what Mercury sounds like. 8 out of 10, breathing. Why does this planet sound alive? I think I do hear breathing too. It kind of sounds like Darth Vader, like. Nereid. This one feels really weird. Is this like a space rock? That's what it sounds like? Ariel, this one doesn't scare me at all. Okay, we saw that one. Phobos. This is unsettling. What is this, another space rock? I'm giving this a 9 out of 10. This is the scariest one so far. What is this? Why does it sound like... Okay, Janus. There's something named Janus. More wind, nothing special. Yeah, I agree. Miranda. What even is this sound? So this is another planet. It's kind of like the moon. I'm trying to have my best to hear it. It's kind of creepy. It's not that creepy. I don't think 9 out of 10 is accurate. I'd give this like a 4 out of 10. It's not even that creepy. It just sounds like wind. Nah, the Phobos was way scarier than that. Earth. Okay, we heard this before, but I want to hear it again. Birds. It does sound like birds. I said that earlier. Why does the space, like this isn't what it sounds like on Earth. This sounds like what, like when you're like flying in the space next to Earth, that's the sound that's coming from Earth. So maybe there's birds in space. Okay, Charon. This one creeps up on you. 7 out of 10. It sounds like a piano, like someone just like, it creeps up on you. Is something gonna happen? Dude, that's actually creepy. I'm gonna give that a 6. This is what the sun sounds like. This is cool. 2 out of 10 scariness. Surprisingly boring. Ganymede, what is happening here? Yo, this is #1. This is 10 out of 10. This is alien stuff. Okay, I don't know what Ganymede is, but this is a planet apparently that they found and they recorded sound from it. Yo, what? I gotta listen to that again. I don't care. Do you hear this? Okay, nah, that's creepy. That's actually creepy, bro. Mars. Okay, this is what it sounds like on Mars. What are those big sounds? Okay, Deimos. 8 out of 10 scariness level. Nope, I don't like this. Okay, so this is another scary planet. It looks like a potato. I don't like this sound either. It's a creepy sound. I'm gonna give this an 8 out of 10 as well. I agree. Neptune. 4 out of 10. It sounds like a plane is passing by. Dude, I always like Neptune. I don't like the color blue that much, but the Neptune just looks really nice. Elara. Bro, what? There's a planet that sounds like this? It's called Elara. How are they getting these sounds, bro? There's gotta be something going on in space to make these sounds, bro. Gotta be. MK2. Makes moon. This is straight up terrifying. 10 out of 10? This is pretty creepy. It's a moon on a different planet called MK2. This sounds ghostly. I think this is close to 10 out of 10. Oh my gosh. It sounds like things are like planes are flying over, but it's like UFO planes. Like, oh my gosh. Varda, static and wins again. That's a planet? Dude, that looks cool. Why is it like scorched? Why is it like... Okay, Metis. Unexpectedly scary. What is this? Looks like a dang tissue. What is that, a space rock? How do these space rocks make these noises, bro? I think there's somebody, there's gotta be some type of life on these rocks and on these planets that are making these sounds, trying to communicate with us. Because think about it, those freaking people, not people, but those other aliens or whatever they are, like other life, they don't speak English, they don't speak Spanish, they don't speak language, they talk through like vibrations and stuff. So they're probably trying to talk to us in their own language, bro. Okay, what is this? Huya. It does sound like a TV. What do you mean 3 out of 10 creepiness level? That's creepy as heck. A planet making this noise? How is this planet making that noise? Bro, space is so much scarier than I thought. Black hole, 8 out of 10. Ghostly moan. It does sound like people are like... Triton, 7 out of... What's up, dummies? So today I'm finally doing it, all right? I'm gonna react to another scary compilation. This one has 11 million views, so you know it's about to be freaking insane. The thumbnail shows a little girl holding a freaking teddy bear, and she's looking into a dark room. It says, don't watch this video alone. I'm already scared just by looking at the thumbnail. In the last scary video I made, I was literally like done by the end of it. I did not want to watch anymore because it literally gave me nightmares. But today, I'm regened. It's been about a month. We're about to watch the scariest videos on the internet. Try not to freaking get scared. Try not to pee your pants. Let's go.
On September 18th,
Here we go.
2023, a couple of friends are meeting up at a friend's house to practice for a dance recital.
Okay.
They'll be performing in a few days, so they want to make sure their dance is perfectly choreographed.
Okay.
Throughout the night, the friends record themselves dancing solo before eventually filming their collective dance.
Okay, don't tell me there's gonna be, oh, this is gonna be creepy. Don't tell me they're gonna be like recording each other, like dancing, and then they're gonna see like in the window, somebody like watching them in the window. That's always been so scary to me. Like, if I look out here, like, there better not be anybody out here. I'm opening this freaking, no, why would I open it? No, I'm keeping it shut. There's just something creepy about somebody like watching you when you don't know that they're watching you. That's one of the creepiest things ever. But let's watch this. I'm not gonna pause the video anymore.
Dancing solo before eventually filming their collective dance. But fast forward to only a couple hours later, and something very strange happens.
Oh my God, they're panicking.
According to the group, they were playing a game inside a room when something pretty creepy happened.
Oh my God, don't tell me someone's gonna be like behind these curtains. I don't know what it is about curtains and windows. Ah! Okay.
This is what was caught.
Okay, let's see what happens.
Up, wait, middle, down.
Okay, I'll do the...
Yeah.
Up.
I feel like I'm in a
Middle down.
90s dance.
Let's do it.
You can only move when the lights are off. You can't move when the lights are on.
Why are
You
they
have
playing
5 minutes
scary
to get to
games,
me.
bro?
Are you ready?
I guess this is normal. They're just playing like... Ooh, that's creepy. Okay, so they're playing like a scary game where like you can only move when the lights are off. I have a feeling there's something actually creepy.
Oh.
How did she do that?
All right.
Okay,
You
now
have
it's
5
her turn.
minutes to get to me.
I think something's gonna happen with the curtain. I think these girls don't know it yet, but they're just like playing a cool, creepy game, whatever, but there's actually gonna be something creepy that happens. Also, if you take a look on the top right, it says this is number 8. Apparently, these are the 8 scariest videos, and as this video goes on, it's gonna get scarier and scarier. Okay, let's go. Let's see what actually happens here. Okay, so they turn the light off, and then she's right there, okay. Something's gonna pop out. Prepare yourself, boys. Prepare yourself. I'm not seeing anything. I'm trying to watch the background for something. What the heck happened?
Oh my
Turn
God.
the light
Hang
on.
on. Sorry.
Wait. Y'all heard that too. It was
Something
like a big
fell, right?
boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, it was sitting right
What
here.
the heck?
And it just fell off. Okay.
What the? Wait, hold on. Let me do some. Okay, yeah, look. Wait, what? Look at this. This thing is on the shelf, right? Wait. Okay, it's on the shelf. You see this? And then look.
Oh.
That one girl laughed because she thought that her friend fell.
Wait.
Maybe it was like...
Look at the. Oh my God, look at the. Oh, nah. Nah, nah.
Danger are the events that followed afterward. A ceiling lamp begins to move on its own, and
Huh.
a shelf door pops open.
Oh
out
my
of
god, I didn't
nowhere.
even see that.
Understandably, it
Whoa!
can move on its own, and a shelf door pops
Oh nah, bro, the freaking cabinet door.
open out of nowhere.
Whoa.
Understandably, the girls ran away in sheer panic.
Oh my god.
Now they have yet to post more videos explaining the events of that night. But until then, it seems that this incident will have no conclusive answer on what exactly was captured in this video.
So they never updated anyone. They never talked to anyone ever again. Did they end up dying? Oh my gosh, that's insane. Okay, here's the next one, number 7. Oh, these are gonna get creepier and creepier. Ah, I'm ready. I have been waiting for this scary count for a while. Let's go.
In the following video, a mother and her 2 children are standing outside their house after seeing something very alarming. They had just come back from walking outside when something on the 2nd floor window catches their attention.
Okay, I'm not
The
gonna
family
lie.
couldn't-
This house does look very creepy. I don't know what it is. Like, if I saw this house in real life, I'd probably be like, oh, that's gotta be haunted or something. You know what I mean? You guys agree with me? Like, this looks very creepy, but let's see
When
what
something
happened.
on the 2nd floor window catches their attention.
Of course it's the
The
second
family
floor,
couldn't
bro.
help but record this on the off chance that no one would believe them. Using a flashlight they had brought along to their nightly walk, the family shines the window and sees this.
What is that? A bunch of white stuff?
All right, my daughter's room is up there. And we
Oh, that's even worse. It's her daughter's room. Ah, it's always like the ghosts and weird stuff happening in little kids' rooms. Why do these go?
keep seeing some. All right, put your flashlight up.
Okay. I didn't see it. Okay, he's replaying it. Thanks, bro. Did y'all see it? Hold on. I don't see it. I'm not seeing it. It looks
All right,
very
flash
normal.
it up there. Oh,
What's in the water?
it's gone.
Something's
Put your
got to be in
flashlight
their
down.
water, bro. They must be
Let's see
drinking
if
hella
it'll do
fluoride
it
because they're panicking. I don't see
All right,
anything.
put it up. Hurry. Oh,
I don't see anything. What are
It
we
appears
seeing
that
here?
Each time the light isn't on the window, the blinds move on their own. But if you look closely, you'll see that no fingers can be seen opening the blinds, let alone a figure behind the shade.
Oh, okay, I kind of saw it right there.
No fingers. can
Look
be
right
seen
here.
opening the
Watch this right
blinds,
here.
Let alone a figure behind
Boom!
the
It like
shades.
moves a little bit.
The space appears to be empty, as if no one is there.
So it seems like somebody's like looking through the blinds when they turn the light off, and then when they turn the light on, they move it.
Now the children are definitely spooked by this incident, but
Yeah.
not so much the mother, given her calm demeanor in the video. It could be that this odd occurrence has happened before, and thus explaining why she doesn't seem that phased.
Huh.
But whether or not that's so, what happens next further demonstrates
Oh my
this
gosh.
incident as being truly odd.
Something else
Have a look.
happened? So they go inside the house?
all right. Let's see if it'll do it one more time, baby.
Oh my god. Okay, at first I was like, no way. But if something else happens in this video, then that's gonna be proof that this
All
is
right,
something.
yeah, let's go
creepy.
inside. Let's go inside. Let's go inside.
The mom's like, okay, you know what? Let's just go inside. Yeah, go upstairs and see if there's someone up there. Oh,
Here's
why
the
not?
Upstairs. I just want to show you guys. No one behind the door.
Yeah. I mean, she's proving
Here's my
it.
daughter's room. It's a little messy, I'm sorry, but just to show you. Here's the closet. I just want to show you there's nobody
Nobody
behind.
in there. Yeah.
Nobody in the closet.
Something's about to happen. I
Here's
feel
the
it.
window right over
I feel
here. Nobody.
there's
Not
no
a
one
single
in there.
person up here.
The mother checks the room and shows that no one's there. Even before entering the space, she appears to be certain that no one is up there, as if she's already experienced this before. It goes without saying, but viewers find this to be pretty strange. If no one had been inside the room, they close back up. With no further context or updates on this odd occurrence, it seems that we may never know what exactly was going on in this video.
Damn, he's saying we'll never know what happened. Well, they need to move away, bro. I
As
don't care.
always, you be the judge.
This is
on what
in
was
the little
captured in
girl's
this
bedroom.
footage.
Like, somebody's looking through her window, a ghost or something, bro. Okay, number 6. Let's go. These are getting creepier and creepier. Let's go.
In the following video, a mother is recording her daughter because of something very concerning that she just said.
Are you serious, bro? Another little girl. Like, why is it always just these, like, cute children, bro? Like, why are you bullying them? These ghosts, bro.
According to the daughter, someone or something is in the closet moving inside.
That's creepy.
She was able to capture a glimpse of this movement from the gap beneath the closet door, but couldn't
That's
make out
creepy.
who or what was in there.
So this little girl said there's someone in my closet and the mom is recording. Dude, when I was younger, I used to think things were in my closet. I don't think there ever was.
This
But,
was
dude,
extremely concerning to the mother, as for a while they've been dealing with strange occurrences at home. They believe that a squatter is hiding in their house.
Oh, that's even worse. Wait, they believe that somebody's hiding in their house. It's not a ghost. I mean, ghosts are one thing, right? Where it's like, oh my God, there's a ghost in my house. But it's even worse when there's a human in their house. They think a squatter is in their house, which is basically somebody who lives inside of people's houses. Yeah, insane. Oh my gosh.
They had thought this for the longest time until something pretty creepy happened recently. Although Cheryl, the mother, doesn't exactly say what happened, she now knows that something else is going on in the house.
Really?
One day, Cheryl is sewing in her room when her daughter, who's playing with her toys right behind her, tells her that something had moved in the closet. She immediately grabs her phone and begins to record.
This is creepy. This is creepy.
Hey guys, just wanted to jump on really quick because I had to stop sewing. My daughter just said that something weird really happened and we've been experiencing a lot of strange things lately, just different noises and stuff.
Okay, well, that's pretty strange. You have a bunch of mannequins in your room. That's creepy, bro. I always thought mannequins were creepy. Now, I understand she sews clothing. This is probably her business. She probably creates clothes, so you need to have mannequins, but like...
Oh, don't mind my mannequins. I sew for a living, so...
Okay, I literally just said that.
Can you tell Mommy what you just said?
I think there's something underneath the door.
I think there's
closet
something
door?
underneath the door, she says. Okay, is she gonna open the door? Oh, no, 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 no. Oh! Oh my god! That just scared the heck...
Is that what scared you?
Dude! Oh my god! I just jumped so hard. What the... Dude, I'm not lying. These mannequins, they can become possessed. I'm telling you, mannequins are creepy. Wow, that scared me. Oh my god. I'm still like, my heart's still beating. Why did I react to this? Why? Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have nightmares. What's about to happen?
I'm scared.
Let's go, come on.
A creepy-looking mannequin begins to sway on its own before plummeting to the ground.
I just got the chills.
Cheryl and her daughter are left shaken up, as
I just got
neither
the
of them were near the doll when it moved. They were too
Whoa.
far to have done anything. Feeling totally baffled, they promptly rush out of the room in a panic frenzy. Now, it's worth noting that the reason Cheryl has mannequins in her bedroom is because she now works as a seamstress from home. The mannequins are there to display the dresses that she sews, but viewers believe that the figures are either cursed or haunted. Now, Cheryl doesn't really think so, considering that strange things have been happening before she bought the mannequins. Only a few months ago,
Oh my god, this is from the thumbnail. This is another clip. Oh, this is before she had mannequins and it was still... Okay, yeah, your house is haunted. It's not even the mannequins. I think the thing that was haunting the house in this clip that we're about to watch literally took control of the mannequins. That's what I think.
daughter is playing in her mother's room when this is captured.
Oh gosh. Okay, so she's playing in her mom's room. Just a very innocent young girl. Holding her freaking unicorn plushie. Opens the door. I think that's her plushie making the sound. What is she looking at? What is she looking at? What is she? What is this girl looking at? Is she being possessed? No. You gotta move. If your daughter is being possessed by the ghost in the house, you gotta move. She opens the door and she leaves. What? Wait. The daughter opens the closet door, looks in there, kind of looks around, weirdly, and then oh! 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 Nuh-uh. It's about to latch. The door's about to latch.
Cheryl's daughter walks over to the closet as though she heard a noise come from inside.
So she heard a noise.
She looks around to see what caused the noise, but finds nothing. Feeling a bit spooked, she walks out of her mother's room when all of a sudden, this happens.
Nah.
So then, just what exactly was caught on camera?
There's
Although
ghosts!
Cheryl has yet to say what she thinks. Many believe that something paranormal had occurred.
Oh, that scared the...
But as with most videos, you be the judge on what was captured.
Okay,
here.
that was... Okay,
Was
these are
something
getting creepier and
supernatural caught
creepier,
on
bro.
camera,
Oh,
was something
man.
else caught instead.
What you need to do is you need to move you and your daughter to a new house. I don't care how hard it is or how much money it costs. Cough it up, bro, because you're playing with your life right now. Number 5. All right, we're getting into the 5
At
scariest
approximately 1 in the morning,
videos.
a truck driver was driving down a road that not many drivers take for a certain reason.
Yeah, this is
It
creepy
is
already.
said that driving down this road is dangerous, as many accidents have occurred here before.
This is
and
creepy.
tragically, some of those accidents were fatal. Because of this,
is
some
creepy
believe
already.
that the road is cursed and should therefore be closed down permanently.
I don't
But
like
most
this.
drivers, like the one in this video, can't find an alternate route to their destination. They have no choice but to take this one. On August 18 of 2023, Gaston Rodriguez and his co-driver were taking this route when something pretty creepy happened. The two drivers are listening to some cheerful music to make their commute less frightening, when out of nowhere, they capture this.
Oh, what are they gonna find, bro? So they're listening to some chill music. I might have to block it out or whatever. What are they gonna capture? What are they gonna... Oh, what is that? Wait, do you see that? No, maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm tripping. Whoa! Wait, what?
Down the road, there appears to be a moving figure darting across
Whoa!
the dirt path.
And then it
before suddenly
disappears?
disappearing from sight. It seems that neither
Yo!
driver had noticed the mysterious figure.
Nah, I don't like that. All right, I'm sorry, I had to skip. I don't mess with the driving stuff. Number 4. Come on.
In this
These are
next
just getting
video-
scarier and scarier. I don't know why I'm skipping to the scarier parts or whatever.
So, a man named Bobby is watching a scary movie when a sudden noise is heard from inside his home.
Okay, well that makes sense. Look, you have mannequins and dolls right here, bro. No wonder you... Oh, man. What is wrong with these people with dolls in their house, bro? Like, you know you're about to get creeped.
As it turns out, the noise had come from the cabinet behind Bobby.
Nah, it didn't come from the cabinet, bro. You want to know where it came from? It came from this. It came from this thing right here. You're freaking...
Turns out, the noise had come from the cabinet behind Bobby. Feeling a bit spooked, he continues to record the case as he
Nah.
has a hunch that something is about to happen.
Nah.
This cabinet, as Bobby states, is haunted. Now this wouldn't
Bro
be the first
thinks he
time
has
that
a
something like
haunted
this has
cabinet.
occurred. In previous videos, which I featured before, Bobby has documented things that he considers to be paranormal in nature.
Well, no kidding. You think the cabinet is haunted? Look at what you have in here. A bunch of these...
From his daughter's toys turning on by themselves, to bedroom doors seemingly opening on their own.
Yeah,
Something about this
nah.
place just doesn't seem right.
You need to get rid of all that. This is a previous clip. Oh my god, his daughter's sleeping and there's a goat. What the heck? This is another clip from his house. Bro, what?
Nah, get out of here, man.
Yeah, literally, you need to get out of there. You need to get a new place. Get a new house. I say this every single time we react to scary videos. You need a new house, bro. You need to move away, bro.
It appears that something highly unusual is taking place in Bobby's apartment.
Yeah,
But
move.
just when things seem to be settling down, the following takes place. While
Another
being home
thing
alone
happened,
and
bro.
watching a scary movie, this happens.
Of course, he's watching a scary movie and this happens.
As soon as I started hitting record, it stopped.
As soon as he started hitting record, it stopped. What? It's about to happen again.
And our neighbors and all that moved, so I know it's not them.
Okay, he doesn't have any neighbors, so it can't be them. What is it? If the door opens, I'm skipping. I don't care. I'm not dealing with that creepiness.
And I hear footsteps again.
Does he hear footsteps? Oh, nah. You can tell this is real, too, because he took a deep breath. If this was fake, he would have been like, ah. This guy's actually
Please leave me alone.
Please leave me alone. Bro, it sounds like somebody's in his house. It's like, I think I know what it is. Oh, no.
Yo.
What? What the? Nah.
Yo.
The reason the cabinet is shaking is because those dolls in there, somebody possessed those dolls and they want to get out, bro. Okay, what's about to happen, bro? Something's about to happen. Okay, he's speeding up the video a little bit. What the? Okay, nah, I'm done. I had to skip that. I don't like those freaking dolls. All right, number 3, let's go. I don't know why I keep skipping to the scarier ones, but
In the city
oh well.
of Krugersdorp, South Africa, a mysterious video was filmed by a real estate agent who was touring a property for sale. It
Okay.
isn't known if the house in this video has been sold yet, but considering what happens in this clip, It may just be that no one will be buying this house anytime soon.
I mean, dude, if I saw a video of a house I wanted to buy and there was like a ghost in it, I'm not buying the house.
Apparently, something very freaky was caught on camera. Take a look.
Okay, let's see. So they're recording the house. Looks like a cool little place. It looks very unique. This is in Africa? Yeah, I mean, it's kind of cool. I feel like someone's gonna be like sitting in the house. Ah, dude, it's always these weird low quality videos that are so... Okay. Oh God. What's that sound? Oh yeah, this house is creepy. I don't care. Nah. There's something about that floor. Nah. Where... What's going... Did y'all see... Did y'all just see... If you didn't just see that... Nuh-uh. No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, no, thank you. No, thank you.
After watching the video,
Look at
the
this.
real estate agent was shocked to see that someone was in the house. They don't recall ever seeing anyone else inside, but apparently, based on the footage, someone was there.
And the thing is, this could either be a ghost or an actual person. I don't know which one's scarier, or a ghost being in the house or an actual person, like just being in this house that they're not supposed to be in. That is
Suddenly
so creepy.
disappears. As quickly as they appear,
Look
they
at that.
vanish without a sign.
Oh no.
Although it's unknown what the agent thinks, viewers believe that something paranormal was caught on camera.
Dude, that's actually creepy, bruh. All right, number 2, we're counting down to the scariest
March
ones.
20th of 2023, a very peculiar video was uploaded by a grandmother who was
Wait, don't tell me this is a doorbell video. I cannot stand
looking
these.
over
These
the
are actually
footage
creepy.
captured by her doorbell camera. The recording was taken late at night when no one at home had been awake. So
Okay.
according to the grandma,
Even
whatever
creepier.
was caught on camera couldn't have been her, nor her spouse who resides with her.
Oh, it's a
Now the
grandma and grandpa and something. Oh
The house they
no.
live in isn't thought to be haunted, as nothing strange or unexplainable has occurred there before. If anything unusual was happening,
They have
would forbid their
grandchildren?
grandchildren from coming over. But despite having doubts that strange things would ever happen, they captured this.
Oh God.
It's around 3:20 in the morning when their doorbell camera records something pretty creepy.
3 a.m.
Take a
Of
look.
course, bro. 3 a.m. is always the... What is that? What is it? What is that little thing? What? Wait, what is that little thing? That little thing just walked up to their house, clicked the doorbell camera, made it start recording. What was that? Oh God, look at that. Oh, it's 3 a.m. I just spit everywhere. Wait,
It appears that a small white figure dashes out the front door before disappearing into the dark.
what was that in the
Then,
back?
Moments later, something else appears on camera. An
Look at
odd-looking
this.
silhouette can be seen just a few feet away, moving in a strange manner, as if it was floating above ground.
No, honestly, what that looks like is it looks like a girl who has a dress and she's pulling her dress up. You know what I mean? She's trying not to have her dress drag on the ground. Do y'all agree with me? Look at this. Try to focus on this.
Can be seen just a few feet
Doesn't
away,
it look like
moving in
a girl?
strange
Like, look, those are her arms right there, arm in arm.
manner,
She's holding
as
her
if
dress
it was
up.
floating above ground.
The weird thing about that is, if it was the middle of the day, okay, maybe. It's 3 a.m. Why would somebody be out there holding their dress? Why are they dressed in a dress at 3?
Naturally,
And then
its
it disappears.
uncanny movement has left the grandparents beyond spooked. But they were more concerned about seeing their front door
Yeah,
open,
what's that
as
thing?
if someone or something was in their place. Although
Wait, the
concerned
door
about seeing their front
opened.
door
I didn't even
movement has
notice.
Left the grandparents beyond spooked.
This thing
But they were more
opened the
concerned about seeing
door.
their front door open, as if someone or something they've
Their
taken
door,
on.
like their actual door was open. So
Parents beyond
the doorbell
speed.
camera is on
were
the
more
side right here.
concerned.
So like, let's say the door's right here, the doorbell camera's right here, like on the side. So the door was open, which means this little thing and this big tall thing was in their house, and they didn't even know.
About seeing their front door open, as if
3
someone
a.m.,
or something
somebody
was in their
in your
place.
house.
Although they can't seem to explain the events of that night, they've taken safety measures to ensure
my
no one or
gosh.
nothing breaks into their house. Yet still, the question
Wow.
remains: who or what had been
Yeah, what
inside
is
their
that-
home?
what is that
And
little
just what in
thing?
the world was this?
Oh my gosh, that's actually so creepy. And this is just gonna be creepier. Number 1, oh, I'm actually
In
scared.
this last video, two friends are playing with a doll that, according to them, does something pretty strange.
Playing with the doll.
The video starts off with both friends playing with the doll, hoping it would do the thing that it usually does.
What do you get out of playing with this creepy looking doll? What is
However,
wrong with
while
these?
recording the figurine, they notice that its eyes are a different color.
What?
For some reason, its blue eyes, initially seen at the start of the clip, are now completely black. They continue to record the doll when this is captured.
Oh no, I'm actually kind of
Eyes
creeped
are
out.
black on here. Why are
She
they black?
turned this way.
Why
I've
is-
seen that.
Look at this.
She's
Look at her eyes. Look at her eyes.
Dude, I'm creeped out.
They're black.
What's about to happen?
Her eyes are like real light blue.
And she completely stopped moving just a second. See? She did it again.
Dude, what?
Hey, Marissa.
The doll's name is Marissa? Don't tell me it's about to
Look.
move.
That fan is still blowing and she's stopping.
Don't tell me it's
See?
about to move.
See?
If this
Yeah.
doll moves, I swear.
That's so creepy.
I'm locked in on the doll. Do not move.
Those are creepy. She won't stand anywhere else on the table.
No, I've tried it in 3 or 4 places up here and she won't do it.
What's up, dummies? So some of the most popular videos I've ever uploaded to this channel are videos where I react to space, and not even just space specifically, but specifically weird and disturbing things that happen in space. And today's video is gonna be just like that. We're gonna react to the most disturbing events that ever happen in space. Now, this thumbnail caught my eye because apparently there's an oh my god particle. I don't even know what that is. There's a zombie star right here. Also, in 2009, Jupiter got hit by like a freaking a meteor. I didn't even know that these things happened. So let's react to the most disturbing events ever in space.
The Bonilla
Let's
observation.
Go. Okay, the first one is the Bonilla observation. Like vanilla ice cream?
This one is likely the most insane space event I've ever talked about. On
Really?
the morning of August
Okay, this dude's talked about a lot of space events. He says it's the most insane one. Okay.
12th, 1883, a Mexican astronomer
1883?
named Jose Bonilla sat down at his telescope.
Dude, this dude's last name is Bonilla, bro. I bet like whenever he went to the store or like whenever people asked him what his name was, he was like, Jose Bonilla. And they'd be like, oh, vanilla ice cream? And he'd be like, no, not vanilla ice cream. Okay, I don't know why I keep saying that.
To study
It's not
the
even
sun.
funny.
What he saw stopped him completely. Hundreds of objects close together were crossing in front of the sun. In just
Really?
2 hours of clear sky, he counted 283 of them. He kept watching, and over the
Did he
course of
think
the
it
next
was
day and a half, he
UFOs?
took many photographs of the objects. Each one appeared fuzzy, surrounded by a kind of mist, and many had what looked like dark tails trailing behind them. He had no explanation, so he sent word to the nearest observatories in Mexico City and Puebla, but their response made things even stranger. The phenomenon was completely invisible to them, even though they were only a few hundred kilometers
Wait,
away.
what?
That detail is what makes
couldn't
this
see
event
it?
so unsettling. The fact that only Bonilla could see it suggests the objects were very close to Earth, close enough that the
Wait,
angle of view
what?
shifted the moment you moved just a short distance.
Wait, so does that mean that this guy was like tweaking, or did he just have like special eyes where he could see UFOs, but everyone else couldn't see UFOs? That's actually creepy to think about.
Later calculations estimated the objects passed between roughly 334 and 5,009 miles above Earth's surface, which is incredibly close in space terms. When Bonilla finally published his findings in 1886, the editor of the journal dismissed the whole thing as birds or insects flying past the lens.
Bro, bro, that's what people will say, bro. Whenever they see like UFOs and stuff, they'll be like, nah, it was a bird. Nah, it was a freaking, like, shut up, bro. Y'all just don't want aliens to be real, bro. The government, I am convinced that the government knows that there's aliens and there's other life forms, and they're just like, nah, we don't want it.
However, in 2011, researchers looked at the data again and reached a much scarier conclusion. They believed Bonilla had been watching fragments of a comet that had recently broken apart. Their calculations suggested a total of around 3,275 objects passed by Earth over
I mean, that is kind of crazy. Imagine you go look at the sun and you see 3,000 different things floating across, and you're like, what the heck? I gotta get this on camera. And then you get it on camera and then people still don't believe you. That's weird.
days. And the chunks weren't small either. They ranged in size from 164 feet to 3,280 feet across. If even one of them had hit, the impact would have made a nuclear bomb look like a firecracker. The smallest fragments in the stream would have been 1,000 times more powerful than the atomic bomb dropped on Hiroshima.
Really?
If all of them had hit, it would have been roughly equivalent to a full-scale global thermonuclear war.
So if those things that were flying above Earth that day where he saw it, this vanilla guy, if those things would have hit Earth, we would have been screwed. And like he said, this was back in 1800s, so like we wouldn't even have been here, bro. Our parents wouldn't have been born. Our parents. Bro, that's crazy. All right, here's the next one. The Vasco Project. What is this? Did they build like a planet in space out of like metal? What?
The night sky is supposed to be stable, since stars take millions or billions of years to die, and when they do, they usually go out in an explosion bright enough to be detected across the universe.
We learned that before.
However, there's a problem. Researchers participating in the VASCO project compared a star catalog from the 1950s, listing around 600 million objects, with a much more recent sky survey that can detect stars 5 times fainter than the older one. They found roughly 150,000 objects in the old catalog that had no match in the new one. Most of those turned out to have normal explanations, such as camera errors, brief flashes, moving objects, etc.
He's saying that
but after
there's
careful inspection of tens of thousands of candidates, a disturbing discrepancy was found. There were still 100 points of light that appeared only in the older survey and nowhere else since.
So he's saying back then when they took a picture of the sky, there was more stars than there are now. So are we like disappearing?
Had simply vanished with no normal explanation. No afterglow, no remnant, no detectable debris. There were many theories that tried to explain this phenomenon, and among them, there was a really wild one. Keep in mind that VASCO is also a SETI project, acronym for Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence. The wild theory suggested that these stars had been completely enclosed, or their energy harvested, by an advanced civilization using technologies like—
Wait, what? They think that all of these planets that disappeared because they took pictures in like the 1800s, then they took pictures in the 2000s, and a bunch of planets disappeared. They think these aliens or something took these planets. What the
Oh my God, particle.
Okay, I want to see what
On
this
the night
is.
of October 15th, 1991, a detector in the Utah desert picked up something that physicists did not think was physically possible. A single particle, smaller than an atom, was streaking through the atmosphere carrying an almost unimaginable amount of energy. The particle possessed 320 exaelectron volts of energy.
That sounds like a lot.
Millions of times more than particles achieve at the most powerful particle accelerator ever built by humans. It was traveling incredibly close to the speed of light itself. Here is why it was so alarming. There is a known physical limit called the GZK limit.
What is that? Okay, dude, I mean, normally when we watch these educational space videos, I try to learn a lot, but there's no way I am going to try to understand P plus YCMB and then an arrow sign with a triangle plus. What the, if any of y'all know what's going on here, let me know, because this is just insane.
Which describes how much energy a cosmic ray particle can hold before the background radiation of the universe strips that energy away during travel. Anything above that limit should not be able to cross large distances of space intact. The oh my God particle had more energy than was theoretically possible for a cosmic ray traveling to Earth from another galaxy. Simply put, the particle shouldn't have existed. So where did it come from? Nothing in our own galaxy is powerful enough to produce it. Researchers looked in the direction it seemed to arrive from and found no obvious source. No black hole, no exploding star, nothing that could explain it.
It definitely came from a
particle of nearly the same energy was
another
detected
one
in 2021, arriving from a completely different direction in the sky. In both cases, no following observations have revealed the origin of these particles.
So we, like, just randomly, these crazy, powerful particles just came by Earth, and then we never knew where they came from. That's messed up.
They managed
That's
to
creepy.
travel to Earth.
That's creepy.
The space roar.
Okay, the space roar. Are these gonna be some scary space sounds? We made a video like that, I think a couple of days ago. Scariest space sounds, scariest black hole sounds. That was awesome.
In 2006, NASA sent a balloon high above Earth's atmosphere, carrying an instrument called Arcade. The goal was to look for faint heat signals from the very first stars that existed. Instead of those faint signals, they heard a roar from the distant reaches of the universe. The signal was 6 times louder than expected. Scientists have tried several explanations, but the space roar does not
like
fit
an
any
actual
existing models.
roar, like a
And
roar.
today, its origin remains unexplained. The GD1.
Okay, I mean, speaking of unexplained, he didn't even show us what it sounds like. I imagine the space roar to be like
invisible bullet.
The
in our
invisible
galaxy,
bullet.
there are long trails of stars called stellar streams.
That looks
Think of them
cool.
as slow rivers of stars that form when a cluster of stars gradually gets pulled apart by gravity over billions of years. GD1 is one of the longest and thinnest of these streams in the Milky Way, and for a while it seemed perfectly normal. Then astronomers took a closer look and found something wrong. There was a gap, as if something had punched straight through it.
Oh, that's actually kind of weird. There's like a bunch of these stars, and then there's just nothing in the middle. Something definite, like a UFO or something, definitely just blew right through there.
Beside that gap, a clump of stars had been pushed off to the side, like debris scattered from a collision. Scientists ran simulations and found that these features could be the result of the stream encountering an incredibly dense, massive object. They started looking for what could have caused it, checking the orbits of all known satellites in the galaxy, but none had crossed paths with GD1 recently. They also considered whether giant clouds of gas could be responsible, but found they were not dense enough. Nothing known fit the size and force needed to produce that kind of damage. We don't have a 100% confirmed definitive explanation, but the leading theory is that something made almost entirely of dark matter passed through the stream like a bullet.
Dark matter?
The 2009 Jupiter blindside.
Okay, we're gonna learn about how Jupiter got hit in 2009. I didn't know this was a thing.
In the summer of 2009, an amateur astronomer was looking through his telescope in his backyard when he noticed something wrong with Jupiter. There was a strange dark spot near the bottom of the giant gas planet that was not there just a few days before. This dark mark was huge. In fact, it was roughly the size of the Pacific Ocean. Scientists quickly pointed telescopes into space to see what was happening, and they realized that Jupiter had just been hit by an incredibly massive rock, either an asteroid or a comet, crashing into it at an incredible speed. It released an amount of energy equivalent to between 300,000 and 4.7 million Hiroshima nuclear bombs.
300,000 to 4.7 million of these nuclear bombs. You guys know what happened when they dropped one nuclear bomb on Japan back then. What? 300,000? At least 300,000 of these bombs?
Detonating all at once. What makes this event truly disturbing is that nobody saw the rock coming. With all our advanced technology and scientists watching the sky, this massive object slipped completely under the radar until after it had already smashed into Jupiter.
So that means that that could possibly happen to Earth. If we didn't see this asteroid coming to Jupiter, we might not be...
You can imagine what would have happened if this rock had hit Earth instead.
Wow,
luckily,
we'd all
Jupiter
be dead.
is much larger and has much stronger gravity than Earth, allowing it to pull in dangerous space rocks. While this helps protect us most of the time, all it takes is one rogue object to slip past. The hidden quasar. For decades, sky surveys cataloged a bright, intense light source in our night sky as an ordinary, albeit bright star. However, in 2024, scientists realized they had made a massive mistake. That speck of light is not a nearby star at all. It is a quasar located 12 billion light years away. A quasar is the extremely bright center of a distant galaxy, powered by a supermassive black hole.
Oh, that's a distant galaxy. That's the main star of a distant galaxy. There might be people there, bro.
What makes this specific quasar so disturbing is its sheer scale. It is the brightest and most violently energetic object ever discovered in the entire universe, shining about 500 trillion times brighter than our sun. The black hole...
500 Bro, people are scared to go outside and look at the sun because they think it's so bright. Imagine it was 500 trillion times brighter. Not even... Okay, don't even imagine 500 trillion. Imagine you go outside and you look at the sun, right? Imagine it was 5 times brighter, right? That'd be insane. That'd be insane. Like 5 times brighter than the sun. Imagine 500 trillion. Wow, that's the brightest thing ever in the history of the ever.
It is also the fastest growing one we have ever seen. It is so unimaginably huge that its gravitational pull is ripping apart and swallowing the equivalent of one entire sun every single day. All that material forms a giant swirling disk of superheated matter called an accretion disk before it falls into the black hole forever. This disk alone is 7 light years across, which means it is thousands of times larger than our entire solar system. This monster is so incredibly bright that our computers initially rejected it. The automated systems designed to look for quasars ignored it because it was mathematically too bright to exist according to our models. Imagining these distances is often hard, but to help you conceptualize it, just think that we can see the light from an object that is sitting physically halfway to the edge of our observable universe. Able 2261 black hole.
Okay, what?
One of the most well-established sort of rules in modern astrophysics is that basically every large galaxy in the universe has a supermassive black hole sitting at its center. The bigger the galaxy, the bigger the black hole.
Wait, do we have a black hole in our galaxy?
The galaxy at the center of Able 2261 is up to 10 times the size of the Milky Way, and it has the largest galactic core ever observed. Based on its size alone, it should contain one of the biggest black holes ever recorded. The problem is that it's simply not there. NASA pointed both the Chandra X-ray Observatory and the Hubble Space Telescope at it. Nothing. No sign of a black hole anywhere near the center of that galaxy.
He said that
then there is the other strange detail. The core of the galaxy is not even centered inside the galaxy itself. This sometimes happens after 2 galaxies merge, and that's exactly what makes the leading theory so unsettling. During a merger of 2 galaxies, the central black holes from each combine into one enormous black hole. This violent event generates huge gravitational waves. And if
imagine our galaxy went to another galaxy and then we just
away from the center of the galaxy in the opposite direction. In other words, one of the most massive objects that could exist may have been physically kicked out of its own galaxy, and right now nobody knows where it is.
It's just floating. The cow
On
explosion.
June 16th,
All right, we're getting close to the
2018,
zombie
we detected
star.
a sudden
Zombie
flash
star.
of brilliant blue light coming from a galaxy about 200 million light years away. Within days, it had become one of the brightest things in that
Why
part
do
of
they call this the cow explosion? Did this star like make the shape of a cow or
the
something?
sky. Astronomers
or are they just like
scrambled
hungry?
every major telescope they could toward it because what they were seeing did not match anything in their records. The explosion was 10 to 100
Dude,
times
imagine you
brighter
see
than
that
ordinary
in the
supernovas. And while a
in the
typical
sky.
supernova takes weeks to reach maximum brightness, this one took 3 days or
Imagine
less.
seeing
That
this
alone
in the
was
sky,
deeply strange,
bro.
but there was more.
That would be
Scientists observed
awesome.
that
A
rather
blue
than fading
sun?
quickly the way most short explosive
That'd
events
be
do,
sick.
it kept pumping out X-ray and radio emissions for weeks, suggesting something at its center was actively powering it long after the initial blast. Then, there was yet another weird discovery. Researchers looked at the shape of it, and analysis revealed the cow was the most asymmetrical explosion ever seen by astronomers, bursting outward in a flattened, pancake-like shape rather than in a sphere as nearly all known explosions do. There are no 100% confirmations, just theories, such as the
So
leading
we just
one
don't
that
even
involves
know what
either
that
a newborn
is.
black hole or neutron star.
See, that's the
The
creepy
zombie
thing,
star.
bro. We're gonna get to the zombie star, but that's the creepy thing about space. Like, things just keep happening. And we don't know why they're happening or who's doing this or why it's like just anything is so creepy.
In 2014, scientists spotted what looked like a normal supernova. Usually, a supernova flares up brightly for about 100 days and then slowly fades away into the dark. However, this
yeah.
specific one did something impossible. It
Bro,
fades
is that
and then
thing
slowly
called
fades away into
Is
the dark.
this zombie
However,
star called IPTF14HLS? Why is the I lowercase? Why are the PTF uppercase? And then why is the HLS lowercase? Who is making these names, bro? Every time we react to these space videos, it's like EGA011287,642 81811 plus. Like,
this specific one did something impossible. Instead of fading, it got brighter.
Just call
then
him
dimmed,
like
then
James.
got brighter again. It
Like
repeated this
Star
cycle at
of
least
Jameson
5
or
times over
something.
almost 2 years. Scientists were completely baffled by this behavior. It was acting as if it refused to die. The mystery grew even deeper when astronomers looked at old photographs of that exact same spot in space. They found out that this very same star had actually exploded 60 years earlier and
Really?
somehow survived. According to everything
So
we
this
know about
star
space,
is
a star
blowing
can only
up
die and explode once. The sheer force of a
and coming
supernova
back to
is
life.
supposed to completely destroy it. Scientists still do not fully understand how this is possible. And
Yeah, no star in the universe, even I know this. Whenever a star explodes, it dies every time. This star has blown up multiple times and then survived?
the best guess is that the star was
What's up, dummies? We're about to react to the scariest scientific facts ever. Apparently, coffee has roaches in it. There's something called nasal botfly. Now, these are a bunch of facts I don't even know. I don't even know much about science, but this looks creepy. Let's learn about the creepiest things
After decapitation, the decapitated head remains conscious for a really brief moment, potentially allowing the person to see his own head falling off to the ground before
Wait,
dying.
if you're decapitated, you're still alive for a little bit, so you can see your own head?
Pre-ground coffee may contain...
Okay, so these are a bunch of different facts. So that was the first fact. Here's the second fact. Apparently there's like 40 different facts, so this is gonna be cool.
Pre-ground coffee may contain cockroaches, as
Really?
an FDA study showed that up to 10% of green coffee beans become infested with roaches and other insects.
Ugh, that's why I don't drink coffee. It's literally from cockroaches?
They're unable to get processed completely, so they just get roasted up with the beans. More than half of the cells in your body are not human, but are microbial cells like bacteria, viruses, fungi, and other microbes.
Okay.
These organisms play essential roles in digestion and immunity, but they can also turn against us if disrupted. Infertility
yeah.
is
Okay,
more
here's the
common
next
than
one.
people normally think. For example, 10 to 20% of pregnancies end up in a miscarriage, which is pretty high. Our solar system is filled with space junk. Thousands of dead satellites, spent rocket stages, and fragments orbit
Wait,
the Earth.
really?
If this debris continues to accumulate, it could lead to Kessler syndrome, where collisions create more debris, eventually trapping us on Earth and making space travel impossible.
Dude, yeah, if there's so much debris in the space, then we won't even be able to leave Earth without breaking.
The tongue-eating louse is a crustacean that attaches itself to the tongue of a fish and feeds on its blood until the tongue dies and falls off. The louse then replaces the tongue, essentially becoming a living prosthetic organ
Really?
while continuing to feed off the fish. It's rare,
That's
but a
creepy.
species called sheep nasal botflies can deposit larvae directly into the nostrils of mammals, humans included. They hover near the nostrils of their host and spray live larvae into the nose, where they develop before exiting.
Dude, I have humongous nostrils too. That's creepy.
The thing we put in balloons and inhale to get a squeaky voice is also used in important technologies like MRIs, but it's so light that Earth's gravity cannot contain it, so we're losing it as time passes. It's
Wait,
running out,
yeah.
and when we won't have any left, many technologies will stop working.
Dude, that's actually crazy to think about. Whenever you fill a balloon up with helium, it just goes up to the sky. Not because the balloon's floating, but because the helium's floating. All the helium's leaving the atmosphere. So once we run out of helium, we're done.
The magnetic field of objects usually reverses at regular intervals, and Earth is overdue for the switch. When it happens, we don't know what it will cause, but it's expected that we'll see extreme weather events, that most technology will break and take a while to fix, and that animals that rely on magnetic fields like birds, fish, bees, and turtles will be so confused that they will either get lost or die.
Wow.
Heart muscle cells don't reproduce much in adults, roughly 1% per year. So when a stressor such as a heart disease kills them, they don't get replaced. It's one of the main reasons patients need heart transplants. Plants take in CO2 gas and convert it into carbohydrates. But since CO2 is increasing in the atmosphere due to pollution, plants are producing more and more carbohydrates. The mineral, micronutrient, and protein amounts, however, are not increasing, thus making it necessary for us to consume more carbs to get the necessary nutrients. This might be a contributing factor to the obesity epidemic.
I mean, yeah, everybody's eating a bunch of carbs. That's why they're all fat. This video is sponsored by Clover. So the other day, my refrigerator stopped working and I had a ton of food in there that was about to go bad. So I needed to get a new one ASAP. Now, I didn't really know what to do. I thought I was screwed, but then I remembered I could use Clover. What Clover does is it lets you access up to $400 of your own money before your payday. And the cooler part about Clover is the fact that there's no hidden fees, no late fees, no interest rates, no credit checks, nothing like that at all. All you have to do is connect your bank account and it gives you access to your money early. Now, you're probably wondering, if Clover doesn't charge you any late fees or charge you any interest, how do they make their money? Well, they make their money through partnerships with outside brands that they promote in their app, and this allows them to give you access to your money for completely free. Clover is on a mission to end predatory lending by offering a safe, transparent, and fair alternative. One of the coolest things about Clover is the fact that they give you multiple different options. If you want to wait a couple of days to get your money early, you don't have to pay any fees. But if you want your money early, like I did when my refrigerator broke, you can pay a small fee and get your money instantly. If you want to check out Clover and get your money early, go ahead and click the link in the description or the pinned comment to check it out and have some fun with your money. Not everyone qualifies. Advances range from $25 to $400, and the average is around $160. Express fees may apply.
1/3 of the world's population is infected with the parasite Toxoplasma gondii in their brain. And for a long time, it's been thought to have been a benign presence that didn't cause any trouble. But recent statistical research shows that it might have an impact on anger and self-unalivement attempts.
Wow.
Our immune system doesn't recognize our eyes as part of our bodies, and if it somehow starts to know that your eyes are there, they'll begin attacking them, thinking that they're foreign objects.
What?
Alzheimer's disease and other neurodegenerative diseases usually start decades before the obvious symptoms start to show up, meaning that once we see them, it's already too late.
Wow.
The Yellowstone supervolcano in the United States erupts roughly every 600,000 or 700,000 years, and it's overdue. When it erupts, not only will the local area be damaged by massive explosions, lava flows that obliterate anything in their path, and an ash fall that can collapse buildings, suffocate living creatures, and contaminate water supplies. But there will also be global damages, mainly caused by the ash cloud that would block out the sun, causing a big drop in temperatures called volcanic winter. There is an anomaly in space called the Great Attractor that pulls anything close enough around it towards it. The Milky Way galaxy and so Earth are also getting attracted by this thing. We have no idea what the thing that is pulling us is, as it's not visible because it lies within the same plane as our own galaxy. Antibiotics have been abused for so long that various bacteria strains are evolving to survive them.
Dude, that's actually crazy. We've been taking the same medicine for so long that the bacteria that the medicine tries to beat, the medicine or the bacteria is becoming smarter than the medicine.
This will cause normally treatable infections to become deadly in the near future if no other way to kill them is found.
Wow.
While the average person assumes that CPR has a rate of success of around 75%, in reality, it's barely 10. It's why it's the last resort and time is so important. It's said that for every minute between the collapse and the administration of a shock via an AED, the chance of survival drops by 10%.
I didn't know any of that.
Genetic engineering is a double-edged sword, enabling incredible medical progress, but also giving humans, who are not known for always having the best intentions,
I feel like I'm
knowledge
learning a
to
lot.
hack organisms. It's only a matter of time before the tools and knowledge to create an undetectable, incredibly contagious, and deadly virus are accessible to everyone. There are some places in space that are considered dead ends, where the expansion of the universe between you and them is so great that even if you traveled at light speed, you'd never reach the destination.
What?
You also can't go back, as the universe is expanding too fast and your home is receding faster than you can fly to, so you're stuck there. The most powerful nuclear bomb ever created, the Tsar bomb. It's 3,000 times more powerful than the original nuclear bombs.
Really?
And its power is 10 times that of every single munition used in World War II combined, including the 2 nuclear bombs. When tested on a remote island, they saw that the shockwave from the blast circled the globe 9 times.
Damn.
The dark forest hypothesis says that we haven't been in contact with other alien species because they've been hiding from each other, remaining silent to survive. If aliens are intelligent enough to have the technology to contact us, they likely also have the technology to destroy us. Researchers have found viruses in the Arctic permafrost that have remained frozen for tens of thousands of years and have never been in contact with humans. For this exact reason, if the permafrost started melting and released these viruses into the world, we'd have no immunity to it, potentially.
True, yeah. All of the old viruses that were in the world are trapped under like these glaciers and stuff. So if they get untrapped, then we've never even experienced
becoming deadly. There's a solar event known as a coronal mass ejection that basically consists of a massive burst of radiation able to envelop Earth, acting as an EMP that disables electronic devices.
Whoa.
The last time a big one hit Earth was when we had telegraph lines, which spontaneously caught fire. If it were to happen now, we'd have just a few days warning, and it would cause planes to shut down, vehicles to not start, and lots of electric devices would stop working.
Bro, it would basically be a whole zombie apocalypse. People's cars would stop working. The planes would stop working. Dude, that would be like, okay, I don't want to say it would be lit, but like it'd be crazy if like we could actually just have like no technology for like a month straight. That would be dope. I wouldn't be able to upload videos or watch videos, but like just being able to hang out with your family, that'd be cool.
Impacting our entire infrastructure for years. Gamma ray bursts are extremely powerful and bright flashes of very high energy light, being the second most energetic event in the universe after the Big Bang. And in the event one gets emitted towards us, all life on Earth would be wiped out. There is nothing to stop them. At any moment, a sphere of influence may spread anywhere without warning, rewriting the laws of physics and chemistry where it spreads and possibly making life impossible inside it. It could happen in an atom in your body, in your phone, or in any other place. If a future engineer is able to create nanobots so small that you can't see them without a microscope, but designed to build more of themselves using every material around them, because of exponential growth, we would be swarmed by them even if one of them got out, and we wouldn't notice until it's too late. They would pretty much be impossible to stop, using every material the Earth has to reproduce, creating a gray goo. There is a certain type of protein called prions that is usually folded, and they're especially present in the brain. The problem is that if they misfold into an abnormal shape, it can trigger other normal prions to misfold, setting off a chain reaction. We don't know much about them, and if someone gets them, since they're mostly found in the brain, it will cause death within 2 years.
Dude, that's insane.
There is no cure. Humans rely on evaporating sweat to stay cool, but when humidity gets too high, sweat doesn't evaporate. This makes relatively low heat temperatures deadly, like 35 degrees Celsius or 95 degrees Fahrenheit.
Bro, I live somewhere in North Carolina where I live. It's pretty humid. Like, it's pretty humid. So is this a bad thing? I mean, I like humidity because I lived in Arizona, and in Arizona, it's super dry. Like, whenever you go outside and sweat, it's just very, very, well, you don't really sweat too much because it's so dry outside. Like, there's no way you even sweat because it dries up quick. But when I'm here, bro, it's hell. Like, I'm sweating a ton, but I think it's better.
When those temperatures are reached with one...
What's up, dummies? So today's video is going to be another creepy video because we're going to react to the most scariest deep ocean sounds. Apparently, this guy is ranking a bunch of super creepy, scary sounds from the deep ocean. He's going to be ranking this. Like, look, apparently a humpback whale is 9 out of 10 on the scary scale of how scary it sounds. I've never really heard what a humpback whale sounds like, but we've made multiple videos like this in the past. So we're going to react to the deep ocean scary sounds. Let's go. Try not to get scared. Okay, so this is Julia. Apparently, this is like a crazy monster or something. He rated it a 7 out of 10 on the scary scale. I'm not gonna lie, I think this is like a 4 out of 10. It's not that creepy. Also, leave your ratings in the comment section too. A humpback whale, okay. Oh God. Oh God, that's actually so creepy. What the heck? Okay, I'm gonna give that a 9 out of 10. I don't mean to like copy this guy's answer, but I think that's a 9 out of 10. I agree. It's not fully a 10, but dude, if you're in the water and you hear this, you're done. You're done. I'm getting out of the water instantly. If I hear this, I'm done. I'm jumping out. I'm done. I'm absolutely done. Nah, that's a 9 out of 10. What do you guys think about that one? All right, next one. The upsweep. What is that? What is an upsweep? Apparently this is something that's in the deep ocean. I've never heard this before. I've never heard of it. It's really creepy. Look at those. Are those eyes? Are those glowing eyes? Okay, I'm gonna give that a 9 as well. The Mariana Trench. Okay, I think this is kind of creepy, the Mariana Trench. I think I'll give it like a 7 out of 10. Okay, here's an iceberg. Wait, icebergs make sounds? What? Oh, God. What the? Yo, I've seen icebergs before, but I didn't know they made these sounds. Like, what is, it sounds like something's trapped inside of the bottom of the iceberg. I'm gonna have to give this an 8 out of 10. It's not a 9, because it's not as creepy as that one thing we heard where I gave it a 9. We haven't given a 10 so far. Hopefully we find a 10. I mean, actually, I don't really want to find a 10 later on in this video, because that's gonna be super creepy. But yeah, icebergs make sounds? What could be like making this sound? It's just a bunch of ice. There's gotta be something in the iceberg. All right, here's the next one. Come on, come on, what is it gonna be? Whistle one time. I don't know what this means. Maybe there was a whistle that was recorded in the deep ocean. 6 out of 10, he says. I would give it a 6 out of 10 as well. I'm not trying to copy this guy, but he's got good ratings so far. 6 out of 10. It's kind of creepy that there was a random whistle in the middle of the deep ocean, but at the same time, it's not that creepy. Okay, here's the next one. Train. How is this even an underwater sound? Yeah, I'm not really getting the creeps from this. Maybe I am. Okay, it's getting worse. I'm gonna give this a 7. It's not a 6 out of 10. It's a 7 out of 10. It's really kind of creepy, but I didn't know this was a deep underwater sound. Okay, here's the next one. Come on, bring me the creepy stuff. Iceberg grounding. So this is what it sounds like when an iceberg hits the bottom of the ocean. 8 out of 10, he says. Oh my God, that's actually creepy. Dude, I don't want to keep agreeing with him, but I think this is an 8 as well. 8 out of 10 for me. Okay, apparently this is called bloop. What is a bloop? I have no idea. 9 out of 10, he says. So far, it's like a 6 for me. What do you guys think? Maybe 7? I could maybe... Nah, I'm gonna give it a 6. I'm not really a fan of this one. It's not really that creepy. I don't really know what it is either. This is what it sounded like when the Titan imploded. Oh, this is the one thing. A couple of years ago, maybe like last year, there was like a thing. People got in this thing and they were looking at the Titanic, and then it imploded, which means it exploded inwardly. Like, so this is what it sounds like when it like blew up. I mean, it's kind of creepy. It kind of just sounds like water. I'm gonna give that a 4. That's not even creepy. Okay, here we have a blue whale. He says it sounds like crying. Let's listen. Okay, that's actually kind of creepy. Knowing that it's a blue whale, and you can kind of hear, what the you can kind of hear something going like, Yeah, I think I'm gonna give this a 7 out of 10. I think I'm gonna give this one a 7. What do you guys think? It could be creepier, I think. The loneliest whale. This is what the loneliest whale in the ocean sounds like. Why do they call this the loneliest whale? He doesn't have any friends, or? That's actually sad to think about. I don't really think that's that creepy. I'm gonna give that like a 3 out of 10. Let's see what the next one is. El Gran Maya, 10 out of 10. Oh my God. Wait, that's a real monster? That's a real monster? Yo. Nope. 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 That might be our first 10. That might be our first 10 out of 10. I didn't know this thing was real. Look at those teeth, bro. That thing would literally murk you if you stepped foot in the water. Where is this located? Okay, not 10. 10. I was about to say 9. Nope, that last sound just pushed it. 10 out of 10. This is the creepiest thing so far. I don't like to take his ratings, but this guy's been rating pretty solid. This is a 10. No, dude, if I ever heard this, if you're ever swimming in the ocean and you hear this, you gotta get out, because you know this thing is coming straight for you. That is so creepy sounding, bro. All right, we're going on to the next one. Come on, a sea eater. What the? Why did he only rate this 6 out of 10? That's 10. That's 10. It's 10 out of 10. I don't care. Nah, bruh. Nah. Whatever the hell this thing is, 10 out of 10 scary. Nah. This is creepier than the last one. I didn't think this was possible. How did he give this a 6? I know everyone in the comments is saying 10 for this. If you say anything less than 10, you're lying. You're trying to be savage. Okay, this is what a kraken sounds like. 8 out of 10. It's scary. Bro said 8 out of 10? That's one of the scariest sounds I've ever heard. And look at how big this thing is compared to this boat. Like, are you kidding me? This thing would absolutely devour you. Yeah, that's a 10. We just had 3 back-to-back 10 out of 10. Hopefully I never come in contact with this freaking kraken thing. Oh my god, it's still going. Dude, the arms are bigger than this boat. Like, what? My gosh. All right, let's go to the next sound. These have been getting creepier and creepier. An orca whale sounds like squealing. He gave it a 4 out of 10. Ooh, is that creepy or is it cute? I don't know. Is it creepy or cute? Honestly, I'm gonna give this a 6. It is kind of creepy how it's like. That's creepy. That's actually kind of creepy. 6. I think 6 is very valid for this. Or maybe 5. 5 or 6 in between there, but it's not that creepy. It's just an orca whale. All right, here's the next one. What is it gonna be? Sperm whale. What the? That's what they sound like? What are they doing? Why do they call it a sperm whale too? What is that stuff? Ugh. That's a gross sound. I'm gonna give that a 3 out of 10 on scary sound. A gray whale. I didn't even know this was a thing. Kinda creepy. I think I'd give that a 5 out of 10. This is a minke whale. That's actually kind of creepy. Whoa. Is it gonna make another sound? If it makes another sound, I gotta hear that again. Yo, that's a 7 out of 10, dude. I feel like that thing would kill you. If something's making that sound, like, yeah, that sounds like a killer. That sounds like something that will eat you. Like, that has no remorse for you. It's gonna play it one more time, I think. Come on. Okay, yeah, that's 6 out of 10. That's 6 out of 10. That's creepy. A lightning strike into water. We're gonna see what it sounds like when lightning strike goes into a water. That was nothing. Ooh, okay, I'm hearing it. Dang, so this is what the fish hear whenever it, like, lightning's in the ground. What's up, dummies? So you guys love when I react to scary space sounds, but today we're gonna switch it up. We're gonna be reacting to dinosaur sounds. Now, I don't know how this is possible, but somehow, like, scientists and stuff have found a way to find out what dinosaurs used to sound like, and this video is going to be ranking real dinosaur sounds by how scary they are. And look at the thumbnail. A T-Rex apparently is a 9 out of 10 on the scary scale. Did I just say scary scale? Scary scale! That's a hard thing to say. Scary scale. I'm tweaking. Anyway, this is gonna be really creepy. All of the scary space sounds videos that we make always do really good. You guys love them. So let's make a scary dinosaur sound video. Dude, I didn't even know that dinosaurs like made noise, bro. Let's listen to this.
Hey everyone, so in this video we're rating some real scientific dinosaur sounds by how.
Okay, what is that thing? What is that? What is that? That's not a dinosaur. That looks like a, what the, okay, I'm actually already creeped out just by this.
Rating some real scientific
dinosaur sounds.
And some fake ones too. Hype the video because it really freaking helps.
Yeah,
like,
hype
really
the video.
helps.
Yeah, hype my video too if y'all want to. Click the hype button. I don't even know what that thing does. Do y'all know what that does? Sometimes people say like, oh, I hyped your video. And I'm like, thanks, I don't know what that is. Let me know. All right, the first one is a Carnotaurus. It's 5 out of 10 for this guy. We're gonna make our own rankings. I'm not just gonna say, oh, this is 5 out of 10. You guys need to make your own rankings in the comments too. Let's go. Ooh. Okay, that's kind of actually creepy. How did scientists figure out what this sounds like? I'm gonna give this a, you know what? I'm gonna give it a 6. Actually, no, 5. I'm not trying to agree with this guy, but this is like a 5 because it's like kind of creepy, but it's not like, oh, I'm about to die, you know what I mean? So 5 out of 10 for this Carnotaurus. A Parasaurolophus. 8 out of 10, truly realistic one, like a creepy boat horn. Okay, so this is what it looks like. If I saw this, I wouldn't be super scared. It kind of looks like a tweaking kangaroo, but let's see. That's what this sounds like? Oh! Oh no! 9 out of 10. No, I don't care. That's so close to being 10. If you heard this, you'd be like, yup, I'm dead. Yeah, 9 out of 10. Okay, here's a Utah raptor. What the? What the? I'm like really oh my god. Okay, nah. Utah Raptor's getting a 9 out of 10 as well. It's so close to being 10. I think this is like low-key the scariest one. What is this? What is that? Nah, bro. Nah, 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. All right, Velociraptor. 4 out of 10. That's what he says. Let's see. This is a Velociraptor. It's kind of creepy. I'm gonna have to give this one a 5. He said 4. I don't think it's a 4. I think he gave it a 4 because you can hear like birds in the background. What the hell is that? Okay, never mind. This is a 6. I'm giving this a 6. What is that? All right, here's the next one. A Quetzalcoatlus. What is this? This is what it looks like? Holy cow. Quetzalcoatlus. Let's see what this sounds like. Okay. Yep. 10. 10. 10. Scariest one. It sounds like a siren. This is 10 out of 10. If you say anything else, I'm gonna be reading the comments. I always read the comments on my videos, but especially the comments on these like ranking scary sounds and stuff because I know all of you guys list your rankings. You say like, oh, this is like 10 out of 10. If anyone says this is like lower than an 8, you're lying. You're just trying to be different. You're like, oh, this isn't scary. If I saw this, I wouldn't be scared. You're lying. What is this? It's like, ah, ah! What the? Dude, yeah, I would run away. I would have to run away. I would have to go the exact opposite way. Okay, this is a Triceratops. Okay, we're getting into some of the most popular dinosaurs. What? What? Okay, I'm gonna give that a 9 out of 10. I mean, the cricket sounds are good. Oh my god. I just realized, like, you would hear their steps and stuff too. Like, they'd be like stomping towards you like that. Did you hear that? Listen to this. Boom. Those are like big, crazy steps. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is an 8 or a 9. I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty creepy. A Spinosaurus. He said 5 out of 10? How is that 5 out of 10? That's creepy. You're telling me that... Dude. I don't know what it is about this. Nah, this is like a 9. I almost said 10, dude. It's like if you're just walking, right? Imagine yourself as like a caveman. You're just walking and you hear... You're like, what's going on? What? Yeah, this has got to be a 9. This has got to be a 9 for me. I cannot lie. Spinosaurus, very creepy. And also, why does his spine look like this? I know a lot of you guys know a lot about dinosaurs, so let me know why this has such a long tail and like such a big spine. Let me know what it does with those spines and those tails. Oh my god, dude. Okay, so he just showed the Tyrannosaurus Rex from Jurassic Park. So this is like the fake sound that Jurassic Park had. He says it's 5 out of 10. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of creepy, but like, I feel like these type of dinosaur sounds aren't as scary as the other ones that are like, because those are like creepy. These ones are just like, I'm dead. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna give this one a 5 as well. I agree. Tyrannosaurus, real Tyrannosaurus sound. Okay, so the first one we just listened to was the fake sound. This is the real sound. Oh yeah, he gave this one a 10. He gave this one a 10 and I see why. Oh nah. Oh no. Bro, sound like a Mustang! Sound like a damn Camaro! Oh my god. Dude, if you hear that sound, you know you're dead. I don't know. Should I give this a 10? Is this a 10 out of a 10 creepy sound? What do y'all think? Oh man, I think I'm gonna have to give this a 9. Wait, what's happening? Okay, never mind, 10. It's a 10, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's 10. That might be 11. Nah. 11. I've never given something an 11, but dude, what was that? What was that? Hold on, I gotta go back. I gotta hear that again. So it's like this creepy thing, and then look. Is that like the Tyrannosaurus breathing? Like it's like why does it have a huge nose? I have a huge nose, and I don't sound like that when I breathe. And what is that? What is that? Yo, I didn't know the Tyrannosaurus Rex was actually this creepy, bro. It's still going too. It makes so many different sounds. A lot of the other dinosaurs just made a few sounds. This one makes so many sounds to scare its prey. What the? This is the real sound. How is it making that sound? What the heck? Why did the picture change? What the? Oh my god, that just scared. Bro, what are we doing? Why are we getting jump scared, dude? Okay, the next one is Godzilla. Imagine if this was real. I mean, yeah, that's insanely scary. Like getting shot like lava all over. Yeah, Godzilla is creepy. Thankfully, Godzilla is not a real thing because we would all be screwed. What does this sound? Bro, it says subscribe and like. What's up, dummies? Today we're about to react to every single type of star explained in only 10 minutes. But a lot of these stars look creepy, bro. Like, look at the hypergiant star. What even is that? What is a magnetar star? What's a quark star? There's a bunch of stars that I didn't even know were things. We're about to learn all about these crazy stars. Let's go.
Red dwarf.
All right, we're starting off with a red dwarf star.
Dwarfs are the most common type of star in the universe.
Really? This is the most common type of star, bro? Why have I never seen this? Why do stars look like white, like dots in the air? Is it, or in the air, in the sky? Is it because they're so far away that we can't tell that they look like this?
Making up roughly 75% of all stars.
Really?
They are small, cool, and dim, with surface...
Small? These stars are small? Wait, what? I'm learning so much, bro.
Temperatures between 2,500 and 3,500 Kelvin.
Who the hell is Calvin? What?
Red dwarfs are between 8% and 50% the mass of our sun. Because they burn through their hydrogen fuel so slowly, red dwarfs have extraordinarily long lifespans, potentially lasting over 1 trillion years.
Bro, what? These stars live for trillions of years? Bro, I'm trying to be a red dwarf.
Orange dwarf.
All right, we're about to learn about the orange dwarf now. So what's the difference between a red dwarf and an orange dwarf? Just the color?
Orange dwarfs, also called K-type main sequence stars, sit between red dwarfs and stars like our sun in terms of size, temperature, and brightness. They range from about 3,500 to 5,000 Kelvin and are roughly...
Who is Calvin, bro, and why does he determine the stars?
Roughly 60% to 80% the mass of the sun. Orange dwarfs are considered strong candidates for hosting habitable planets because they are more stable than red dwarfs, produce fewer dangerous flares, and live for 15 to 30 billion years, giving life far more time to develop than a...
Wait, I just realized these stars are literally planets. Like, Earth is a star, technically, because he's saying that life can live on an orange dwarf. Okay, now I'm starting to understand. All right, let's go.
Yellow dwarf.
Okay, so now we're getting to the yellow dwarfs. These are like the bigger dwarfs, I
Yellow
guess.
dwarfs are G-type main sequence stars, and our sun is one of them. They range from
Okay,
about
the
5,000
sun
to 6,000 Kelvin and are among the most well-studied
Is this Calvin, dude? Is this what he keeps talking? Is this bald-headed?
stars in astrophysics. Despite the name, yellow dwarfs actually appear white when viewed from space. The
Oh, that's why we see white stars. Oh.
yellow color we see from Earth is caused by the atmosphere scattering shorter wavelengths of light. Yellow dwarfs live for roughly 10 billion years. Our sun is currently about 4.6 billion years old, placing it roughly at the halfway point of its life.
Wait, so that means the sun is only 4.6 billion years old. That means it only has about 6.4. I think I just did the right math. Nope, 5.4. I don't know. It only got a couple billion more years until it explodes?
Halfway point of its life. When a yellow dwarf runs out of hydrogen fuel, it expands into a red giant before shedding its outer layers and collapsing into a white dwarf. White dwarf.
All right, we're about to find out what a white dwarf is. So I think these are the white stars that we see in the sky, but I might be wrong,
White
bro.
dwarfs are not actually living stars. They are the leftover cores of stars that have exhausted their fuel and shed their outer layers.
Oh, so white dwarfs are the stars, like the skeletons of the stars that die.
A white dwarf is roughly the
kinda
size
creepy,
of Earth,
bro.
but contains a mass comparable to our sun, making it extraordinarily dense. A teaspoon of white dwarf material would weigh approximately 5.5 tons on Earth. White dwarfs produce no new energy through fusion. They simply radiate the remaining heat into space, slowly cooling over billions of years. Eventually, a white dwarf will cool down completely and become a black dwarf, though the universe is not yet old enough for any black dwarf to exist. Blue dwarf.
Okay, what's a blue
dwarfs are a
dwarf?
theoretical type of star that does not yet exist anywhere in the universe.
He just said blue dwarfs don't even exist. Why are we talking about it, bro? This guy just creating stuff?
They are predicted to form when a red dwarf begins running out of hydrogen fuel. Instead of expanding into a red giant like more massive stars, a red dwarf would slowly increase in temperature and brightness, shifting from red to blue over time. Brown dwarf.
What? That's not even brown, bro. This dude's colorblind.
Brown dwarfs are objects that formed like stars, but never accumulated enough mass to sustain
Bro, what is Calvin doing, bro? Pumping up the
hydrogen
star.
fusion in their cores. They sit between the heaviest gas giant planets and the lightest red dwarf stars, typically ranging from 13 to 80 times the mass of Jupiter.
What? 13 to 80 times bigger than Jupiter? Jupiter's huge. If y'all didn't see the real size of the universe comparison video I made, that video was insane. I looked at the whole size of the universe and Jupiter was actually insanely humongous. If you haven't seen that, watch that. But dude, what? 13 to 80,000?
Subdwarf.
Okay, we're going on to the creepy planets now, or creepy stars. The sub-dwarf. What is this? Do they like have subway?
Subdwarfs are stars that are less luminous than main sequence stars of the same spectral type.
Okay, does anyone understand a single word that he just said? Let me know. I know you guys are way smarter when it comes to the space stuff than I am. So let me know what anything you just said was in the comments,
They contain
please.
fewer heavy elements, which means their outer layers are less opaque, and they appear dimmer and bluer than expected.
Okay.
Subdwarfs are typically old stars, often found in the galactic halo, and their low metal content suggests they formed very early in the history of the universe when fewer heavy elements were available. Blue
All right.
giant.
Now we're getting to the giant stars. Let's go. Blue giant. Let's see what this is.
Blue giants are massive, hot stars with surface temperatures exceeding 10,000 Kelvin.
Bro, 10,000 Kelvins on this planet, bro? Jesus. I didn't even know they... Bro, that looks creepy, bro. This planet actually genuinely looks creepy.
They are extremely luminous, often tens of thousands of times brighter than our sun. The term blue giant
10,000 times brighter than the sun? You would be dead.
Is somewhat loose and covers a range of evolutionary stages, from massive stars
does
just
this
leaving the
mean?
main sequence to evolved stars in later phases of
Bro, put a mustache on this star.
their lives.
What is he
Blue
doing?
giants burn through their fuel rapidly, meaning they have much shorter lifespans than smaller stars, typically only a few million years.
This dude said they have short lifespans, only a few million years. That's long as hell.
Red giant.
Okay, a red giant.
Red giants
This
are
one's
stars that
probably-
have exhausted the hydrogen fuel in their cores and have begun fusing hydrogen in a shell surrounding the core. This process causes the outer layers of the star to expand dramatically, increasing the star's radius by tens or even hundreds of times. Despite their enormous size, red giants have relatively cool surface temperatures of around 3,500 to 5,000 Kelvin, which gives them their characteristic red-orange color. Our sun will become a red giant in approximately 5 billion years. When it does,
I just said
it will
that
expand
earlier.
far enough to engulf
I did the right
orbits
math.
of Mercury
Let's
and
go.
Venus and possibly reach Earth.
Bro, he said the sun's gonna eat Earth? Oh, nah, bro.
Blue supergiant.
Oh, we're getting to the supergiants now. Oh, this is freaking creepy.
Blue supergiants are among the hottest and most luminous stars in the universe. They
Really?
can reach surface temperatures of 10,000 to 50,000 Kelvin and shine hundreds of thousands of times brighter than the sun.
Okay, somebody gotta tell me who this Calvin guy is, because he keeps talking about him like he's the smartest person ever.
Hypergiant.
All right, we're on to the hypergiant. Now, this is one of the ones I really wanted to see because that looks insanely creepy. It's got like flames radiating off of the planet, bro.
Hypergiants are the most luminous and most massive stars known. They emit
Really?
millions of times more light than the sun.
Oh my God, look at that, dude. Imagine you wake up, you go outside, and it's just... Wow.
And can have masses exceeding 100 solar masses. Hypergiants are extremely rare and highly unstable, losing mass at enormous rates through powerful stellar winds. They come in several varieties, including blue hypergiants, yellow hypergiants, and red hypergiants. One of the largest known stars, UI Scuti, is a red hypergiant with a radius approximately 1,700 times that of the Sun. Hypergiants live for only a few million years and almost always end their lives in catastrophic supernova explosions.
Oh my gosh.
Wolf Rayet.
Okay, what is that? A wolf riot? This is a planet? This is the creepiest one we've seen so far. What is this?
Wolf Rayet stars are extremely hot, massive stars that have lost their outer hydrogen layers, exposing their helium-burning cores. Surface temperatures can exceed 30,000 Kelvin and in some cases reach over 200,000 Kelvin, making them among the hottest stars known. They produce intense stellar winds that eject material at speeds of up to 2,000 kilometers per second, creating visible nebulae around them. Wolf Rayet stars are believed to be a late evolutionary stage of very massive stars, and most are expected to end their lives as supernovae or even hypernovae. Neutron star.
Okay, what's a neutron star, bro? I feel like I heard the sound that a neutron star makes in one of my scary space sound video that you guys have seen. But let's see what it is.
Neutron stars are the collapsed cores of massive stars that have exploded as supernovae.
Oh, so a neutron star is a star that exploded as a supernova.
They are incredibly dense, packing roughly 1.4 to 2.1 solar masses into a sphere only about 20 kilometers in diameter. A teaspoon of neutron star material would weigh approximately 6 billion tons. Neutron stars are composed almost entirely of neutrons, compressed so tightly that electrons and protons have merged together. They can rotate at extraordinary surface of a neutron star is roughly 2 billion times stronger than gravity on Earth.
Bro, the gravity on a neutron star is 2 billion times stronger? That means like you'll just get smashed down, bro.
Pulsar.
Okay, a pulsar star. Now we're getting
Pulsars
into the
are a
crazy
type of
stuff.
neutron star that emit beams of electromagnetic radiation from their
What?
magnetic poles. As the star rotates, these beams sweep across space like a lighthouse. If Earth happens to be in the path of the beam, we detect regular pulses of radiation, which is how pulsars got their name. Some pulsars rotate so precisely that their pulses are more accurate than atomic clocks. Pulsars were first discovered in 1967 by Jocelyn
Oh, let me guess. By Calvin?
Burnell, and the signal was initially so regular that it was briefly nicknamed LGM-1, standing for Little Green Men, because the researchers considered the possibility that it was an artificial signal from an alien civilization.
Wait, what?
Magnetar.
Okay, what's a magnetard?
Magnetars are neutron stars with extraordinarily powerful magnetic fields, roughly 1,000 times stronger than those of a typical neutron star, and up to a quadrillion times stronger than Earth's
Bro said what? Magnetars are a quadrillion time. What is quadrillion? 8 billions? It's 8 more than a. I don't even know, bro.
Magnetic field.
What?
If a magnetar were located halfway between Earth and the Moon, it would wipe every credit card on the planet.
What did he just say? Bro, what?
2004, a magnetar called SGR 1806-20.
Who is naming these things, bro? These planets be called EGAOBORSO.
Released a flare that in 1/10 of a second emitted more energy than our sun produces in 100,000 years. The burst was powerful enough to temporarily disturb Earth's ionosphere from 50,000 light-years away. Black hole.
Oh, we're about to learn about a black hole. Now, I don't really know what black holes are, so let's learn.
Black holes are not technically stars, but they are formed from the remnants of the most massive ones. When a star with more than about 20 solar masses collapses at the end of its life, the gravitational force becomes so strong that nothing, not even light, can escape. The boundary beyond which escape is impossible is called the event horizon. Stellar black holes typically range from about 5 to several tens of solar masses. Supermassive black holes at the centers of galaxies can contain millions or even billions of solar masses. The first image of a black hole was captured in 2019, showing the supermassive black hole at the center of the galaxy M87. Quark star.
Okay,
Quark
what's that?
stars are hypothetical objects that may exist between neutron stars and black holes.
What?
In theory,
What's up, dummies? So a couple of months ago, I made a ton of videos reacting to like the scariest space sounds and like creepy things recorded in space, but I haven't done it in a while just because I haven't really seen the videos. But this just released 3 days ago, ranking black hole sounds by how scary they are. I didn't know that black holes made sounds, but we're gonna find out the scariest sounds that black holes make. We're gonna rank them based on how creepy they are. This is always a ton of fun. Let's go. All right, here we go. The first one is Centaurus A. Apparently this guy ranked it a 10 out of 10, so we're gonna see his rankings. We're gonna give our own rankings too. I'm not just gonna be like, oh, this is a 10 out of 10. Shut up, you know what I mean? I'm gonna see how I feel about these. Let's go. Okay, right away, we're starting off with something very creepy. It sounds like people are screaming. It sounds like imagine going outside, like in this black hole, and then hearing this. Now, the crazy thing, like the creepy thing about this is we don't even know what black holes are. Like in science, we don't know what it is. What happens if you go through a black hole? We have no idea. So that's creepy. I honestly would give this a 10, but the video just started, so I'm gonna give that an 8. We're gonna just set that as an 8 right now. Also, comment down below what you guys think of all these. Give me your rankings too. What do you think that was? Let's go. Perseus A, it sounds like hell. Okay, yeah. I don't know how he didn't give this one a 10. You can literally like hear people, bro. Like you can hear people going like, "Rah." That does sound like hell. I'm actually creeped out, bro. And why does it look like that? Like that's creepy, dude. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna have to give that a 9. I think I'm gonna give that a 9. I think this is creepier than the last one, but I don't think it's a 10. I think a 10 would be like, oh my God, you know, I think we might get to that later in this video. But I think this is number 1 so far. It's a 9 out of 10. M87, this sounds magical. Wow. That's what this black hole sounds like? So the thing with this video is I'm pretty sure these people like went to black holes or they sent like sonar, like, okay, I'm using my phone for example, but they sent like a sonar thing up into the space and then recorded audio and then brought back. Bro, we need to go to this. M87, we need to go to this freaking black hole and see what it is. It's probably like a magical land, bro. What the? This is beautiful. Why did he rank 2 out of 10? What do you mean 2 out of 10 on the scariness scale? That's a 0. That's -5 out of 10. This is freaking beautiful. I feel like I'm about to get copyrighted. This has to be some type of music. This is beautiful. I like it. It's not creepy at all. That's a -20 out of 10. I love that. Sagittarius A, 7 out of 10. Yeah, that's creepy. I'm not gonna lie. Ugh. I just can't believe that you go to these black holes and this is what it sounds like. Like Earth has like a sound like when you go outside, it's just kind of like birds chirping and stuff like that. That's what kind of Earth sounds like. But these places sound so crazy. I'm gonna give this a 7. I'm gonna give him a 6. It's creepy, but it's not like, you know. Okay, this one, ton 618. This terrifies me, he says. You know, it's kind of creepy. A 9 out of 10 is a stretch. I'm pretty sure you guys agree with me. This is like a 6. It's kind of like, oh my God, what's going on? But it's nothing like the other ones. The other ones were way creepier, but I think it's gonna get creepier as this video goes on, so I need to prepare myself. This is a 6 out of 10. Make sure you guys are leaving your ratings too, because I want to see what you guys think of these. Because the crazy thing about us is like, we think things are different, bro. Like he thinks this is a 9 out of 10. I think it's a 6. You know, you might think this is a 0. You might not be scared by this. Okay, Quasar. 9 out of 10. Sounds like an engine. This is what it sounds like on this planet? Or on this black hole? I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna give that an 8. It's creepier than I thought at first. It's pretty creepy. This is pretty creepy, I can't lie. 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 for sure. Like that little it sounds like somebody's like hammering something. Like, are people building houses in this black hole? Sounds like a freaking like motorcycle. It's speeding up. Okay, that's actually getting creepy. Oh God. Yeah, that's actually creepy. Yeah, I don't like that one. Okay, this is what it sounds like when two black holes collide with each other. Okay, I think I've heard this before. Ooh, okay, this guy said 3 out of 10. I don't agree. I think that, honestly, let me listen to it again. Nah, that's gonna be like a 6 out of 10. It's not 3. SS433. I could fall asleep to this. No way this is what this black hole sounds like. SS433 sounds like this? This is beautiful! Oh my God, it's getting better. Dude, that sounds like a Mario Kart track. Like Rainbow Road. I hear water too. What the? This guy's gotta be making this stuff up. Is this guy legit? Okay, I actually think this guy is legit. I went to his channel to see, and he like posts about like a bunch of space stuff, and he gets a good amount of views. So yeah, we even watched some of his videos before, it seems like. You see how I have the red bar? So I guess this guy's legit. This is insane. How have I never heard this? It's like the best sound I've ever heard. I gotta replay it. Listen to this. How could anybody be scared of that? Okay, I'm gonna make it my life mission to visit SS433 black hole in my lifetime, because I gotta see what that is. Okay, this one's called Maxi J182. Oh my God. If you guys have headphones on, you'll hear that it's going side to side. Do y'all hear that? If not, if you're just listening to your phone or your TV, try to hear it going from side to side of the TV. What the? How is this only a 5 out of 10, bro? This is actually like an 8 to me. Also, the name of it, Maxi J18220 plus 70. Like, how did it even get that name? And it looks like this? Nah, that's actually creepy. That's like 8. V404 Cygni. Not scary, just calm. He gave this a 3 out of 10. That looks creepy though. This is what it sounds like on the black hole? How do people how does it sound like this? Why does Earth not have any music? I mean, I guess Earth does have its music. I mentioned this before. When you go outside, like you'll hear birds chirping, you'll hear the wind. I guess that's some type of music, but this actually genuinely sounds like music. Like it sounds like somebody's playing an instrument. That's crazy. Are we sure that there's not people stuck in these black holes? Like aliens or maybe even former humans? Like, are we sure that they're not just playing music? GW250114, 7 out of 10. Okay, well, right away, before we even listen to it, what is that? That is creepy. I don't care what it sounds like. That's already creepy. Like, why does it look like that? But let me give it a rating. That's creepy. That's actually creepy. I'm gonna give that a 7 as well. That's actually kind of like weird. All right, we got a few more different ones. These are what Saturn's rings sound like. He says it's 1 out of 10. I can fall asleep to this. I guess that is nice. Proxima Centauri B, 7 out of 10. Sounds like a massive ship. It does. That's really kind of creepy. I'm gonna give that a 7. Yeah, I'm gonna agree with him. 7. That's like, actually no, I'm gonna give it an 8. It sounds like something's growling. You hear that? It's like, yeah, I'm never going to this planet or whatever this is. I do not care. Phoebe, 2 out of 10, looks scary but sounds broken. Is this some type of like planet, like the moon? Oh nah. Star KIC 122682220C. Nah, this is a 9. I think this is our first 9. What the? Uranus sounds like this? A bunch of wind? What's going on in Sweeps 04? This one's actually scary. What is this?
What is this planet? Is this just a white planet? That sounds like this. What's up, dummies? So today's video is gonna be insane because we're reacting to some more insanely creepy space sounds. Check this out. We have 7 space sounds that should terrify you. And dude, I'm actually kind of scared to watch this because every time we react to freaking space sounds, they're always so creepy. I don't know why space sounds so insane, but let's react to some more. Try not to get scared. Let's go.
These are 7 of some of the most terrifying sounds ever captured in space.
This is gonna be good.
One of them still actually doesn't have a real explanation. And we're starting with the most mysterious and dangerous space object ever discovered.
Is it a black hole? If it's a black hole, I'm literally gonna do a backflip because I'm learning so much.
The hole.
What?
A black hole.
I was about to say, bro, that looked like a... What's wrong with this dude's anime? Okay, we're just not gonna mention it. We're just Oh my god. This is what a black hole sounds like. Dude, what the Yo! It sounds like people are screaming. Like, it literally sounds like people are like, help! Please tell me y'all hear that. They sped up the audio now. Please tell me y'all hear this. Yeah, black holes are insane. They're actually insane. Why did it just stop? Oh my god, that's insane.
Now, the question is, are there scarier sounds? And if so, which one is the scariest?
Okay, so he already showed us the black holes, but apparently these are gonna be other things. Maybe this is like a supernova, maybe this is like a dying star, things like that. So let's see what's creepier than a black hole.
This is the Tower of Terror.
Okay.
There are 7 slots and 7 sounds. As we go through the video, I will be placing each sound in the Tower of Terror.
Okay.
And by the end, we will have a clear winner for the most terrifying sound ever captured in space.
Okay, so he's gonna be ranking all 7 of these scariest sounds. This is gonna be cool. This is gonna be really, really cool. Shout out to this
as
guy.
I like to call it, the Lord of Astrophobia. Astrophobia is the fear of space, by the way. As of right now, I'll put the black hole in the middle as a kind of baseline.
What? How is the black hole only 4th place, bro? That was literally creepy. So that means there's gonna be multiple different things that are creepier than...
This is what the edge of our solar system sounds like. This is the Voyager leaving our solar system.
Oh, man. Oh. Okay, that's it. What does that sound, though? Like... Okay, there's a faint, like, wah, wah, wah. Y'all hear that, right? There's nothing wrong with that. But every once in a while, there's like a boop, beep, 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 boop, beep, beep. What is that? What do y'all think that is? Because it's the edge of our solar system, so there's like nothing out there. There's nobody who lives out there that we know. What could that possibly be? Like, it sounds like a beep or a button that someone's clicking.
What the hell was that?
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Is the Voyager's path through what's called the termination shock. It's the region where solar wind suddenly becomes, it slows down and becomes denser. And this is the sonification of that. The higher the frequency you hear, the higher the density of the plasma. But that's the science-y wording of it.
Yeah, I didn't understand any of that.
A little more dramatic. You're literally hearing the moment humanity left home. Now it's time for the Tower of Terror.
Okay, so where is he gonna rank this? I would put this at the end.
Does it even have a chance?
It's
at the
creepy.
Lord of Astrophysics?
It's creepy, but I think it needs to be like 7th place, honestly, because it's kind of creepy. But I think there's gonna be creepier stuff coming up.
My opinion, it's eerie, but it's not beating the black hole. Let's be real.
Right.
Pardon me, I almost
Bro
threw
just
up.
burped.
This next one might actually...
I do that same thing in my videos. I almost throw up too.
Take the crown for the scariest sound ever discovered. Not even just in space.
He said this next one might be the scariest.
Follow me. I mean, I did the research and it's just absolutely insane.
What? Here we go.
Jupiter.
Jupiter. Oh, so we're gonna hear what Jupiter sounds like. Yo, what? This is what Jupiter... Alright, I'm never moving there, bro. I don't care if they're like, yo, we need to evacuate Earth. We gotta go. Nope, I ain't going. I'm not going. No. I'm not stepping foot on Jupiter. Imagine you wake up and you go outside and you just hear... No, bro, it sounds like a billion thousand cicadas.
What you just heard was actual radio waves. coming from Jupiter's auroras.
I'm good.
It was captured via an instrument called waves. But what you're actually hearing is charged particles moving through Jupiter's magnetic field near the planet's poles.
That's gotta be like number 2. I want to put it number 1, but it's number 2.
This movement creates actual radio emission.
I think black hole right now is number 1 for me.
It's like the planet is screaming electromagnetic waves.
That's what it sounded like.
Tower of Terror. This one probably has the highest chance of being the Lord of Astrophobia.
True.
At least that we've discussed so far. This is so unnerving, dude. It sounds literally alive. It sounds like it's screaming. I'm putting it above the black hole.
Really? Scarier than the black hole? Let me compare really quick. So this is what the black hole sounded like. Yeah, that's creepy. And then this is what Jupiter sounded like. It's still creepy. I think black holes
There are worse
above.
sounds coming up.
What do y'all think?
Before we get to that, this next sound, I would say, is actually the single most boring sound on the list.
Really?
A pulsar. A literal spinning neutron star is
Okay, so he's saying this sound that he's about to show is the most boring sound in space.
the most boring sound on the list.
I just said
listen.
that, bro. Okay, I wouldn't really say that's boring. It sounds like somebody's like brrr, like beating something or something like brrr. But that, I mean,
basically every little pulse you hear is a full rotation of a rapidly spinning neutron star.
Okay,
And that's not even the most bizarre part. There are even faster ones than this. So
I mean, I don't think that's that creepy, so we can just
insulting to the tower if I place it any higher. All right, back to something way more disturbing.
Let's
and
go to the
another
next one.
The singing comet.
The singing comet. Oh my god, I've heard this one before in the past episodes. Y'all might remember this if you saw our other Scary Space Sounds videos on the channel. Oh my... Dude, it sounds like a woodpecker's like... I know I probably said that every time, but it just reminds me... Like somebody is hiding. I know somebody's on this planet or whatever that this sound was captured from, and I know they're going... Or it's like probably a scary monster on this planet, or a scary animal that makes this sound. I'm not going to this planet, and look how it speeds up. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. No, this might be worse than the black hole. I know it might sound crazy, but this might be worse than a black hole. I don't like it. It's moving. Why is it moving? It's like... I don't like it. I don't like that.
This is the sound with zero explanation. But before I get into why we don't understand it, let me explain how we got this sound. This is probably an example of the most absolutely insane way we've ever gathered information in space. Basically, we sent out an unmanned ship called Rosetta, which flew alongside the comet 67...
Huh?
P. Otherwise known as the Singing Comet. Rosetta then dropped a small lander on it called Phil. Well, its official name was like Philae or something stupid, but it's supposed to... It's Phil. We're calling it Phil. Alright? But that's not even the most interesting part. Like I said before, no one actually knows why the comet made this sound. We know that we recorded fluctuations and waves in the magnetic field, but why or how those waves were even created is still debated today.
Yeah, I told you, it had to be some type of creepy monster or some creepy alien. It had to have been.
Yeah, we landed on a literal comet. Now, it's time for the Tower
of Terror.
This thing is terrifying. It only adds to it the fact that we don't know where it came from. But
I don't know what I would do. I don't know if I would put it above the black hole,
I don't think
honestly.
it's enough to beat the black hole. And definitely not enough to beat
that.
So I'm gonna place it just below black hole.
So that means the next one has to be the scariest one on his list, or the next two, because there's one right here and one right here. So these next two might be the two scariest of this whole video. Oh my god, he saved the best for last. I'm actually scared right now. I'm recording this at 10 p.m. I never really record videos at night. This was probably a really bad idea.
Next up,
Let's go.
one sounds small until you realize what it actually is.
Really? Okay, that doesn't sound good. It sounds like it's crunching. Like something's just crunching. Like crunch, crunch, crunch. Like, be crunching. It's like... It could be like someone farting. Honestly, this isn't that scary, but I think once we find out what this is and what's causing this sound, it might make it scarier. But like, if I just heard this, like if I walked outside and I just heard this, I'd probably be like, oh, there's a squirrel in the tree.
you know, eating an acorn. But I don't, it's not that weird to me yet. I don't know. I think I'll put this at the bottom.
Those little crackles you hear, every single one are lightning strikes. Lightning strikes from Saturn.
Oh,
the lightning
like Saturn.
created radio waves, which were then picked up by Cassini's radio and plasma wave science instrument. It's a mouthful. In fact, we even have
Bro just animated snot coming out of his character. Did you see that? Look, bro just went. It has a bigger nose than I do. Are you serious?
Fact, we even have the date for this particular storm. NASA says it occurs on January 23rd and 24th, 2006. So if you were born on that day, that's kind of cool. But how on earth are we detecting lightning literally 1,559,633,919
Yeah, that is true.
919 kilometers away?
Yeah, how are we detecting lightning on Saturn? What type of technology do we have to do that?
Well, I'm super glad you asked that. You did. You asked that. Absolutely. And
Is this guy listening to me, bro? I'm actually starting to get creeped out. It's actually 10 p.m. right now.
I'm glad you did. The lightning sends out electromagnetic waves, and some of that energy shows up as radio bursts Cassini can detect, which is why it sounds like crackling static or AM radio waves during a thunderstorm. It's pretty similar. Now, the Tower of Terror.
Okay, he can't put this one high up.
It's creepy and cool, but it's not beating the
you gotta put it down.
So I'm placing it below the comet.
Okay, so this next one's gotta be the number one, right? This next one has to be the scariest one. I'm actually scared.
Getting some crazy competition. Keep in mind, we're still missing Lord of Astrophobia. Speaking of, the final sound.
Oh God.
And this one
what is this?
Might actually
Supernova?
be the worst of
a dying
them all.
star?
Or it could be beaten out by Jupiter. The only real question is, which sound is the most terrifying? Let's take a listen. Introducing radio waves captured from Saturn.
Saturn has radio waves? What? Okay, I like Saturn. I've said this multiple times. I think Saturn and Mercury and Uranus and Neptune. Actually, I like all the planets. I just named every single planet except for Earth and Mars. I like every single planet, but I think like Neptune's my favorite planet. I think he said this is Saturn. So let's hear this. Hopefully it's not super scary because it's late at night. Nah, bro. I hear screaming. I just heard screaming. Nah. There's actually screaming going on. Wait, people live on Saturn or Uranus or whatever the planet this was? People live in Uranus? What the heck? That's insane.
I'll explain it. This sound, similarly to the Jupiter one, was recorded using radio waves, which were caused by charged particles near Saturn's poles. We're hearing the planet's
Oh, he said it was Saturn.
activity. Now it's time for the final Tower of Terror.
So this was Saturn. I'm never going there in my life.
I'm calling it. This right here is the Lord of Astrophobia.
Really? That one? I mean, let me re-listen to it. I could have sworn I heard screaming right here. You hear that? What's up, dummies? So today's video is gonna be a banger because we have another video where we're gonna listen to the scariest sounds ever found in space. I did this like a week ago and it was freaking awesome hearing all the creepy things in space. So we're gonna hear some more creepy stuff. Let's go.
This is the scariest sounds in space tier list.
Okay, so scariest sounds in space tier list. We're gonna listen to all of these sounds, some lightning, some black holes. Oh my gosh, let's go. Headphones are advised. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is a pulsar star. I think this is a star that's rapidly moving. This is real footage of it. Bro, that actually sounds creepy. If I actually heard
sounds
that,
like a bouncing castle generator. D tier.
What? 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 This dude said it sounded like a bouncing castle, bro. What type of bouncing castle were you bouncing on, bro? Your childhood must have sucked. All right, this is MK2. Oh yeah, that's got to be S tier. Oh, like that's got to be the scariest. Bro, imagine you like wake up and you just hear this. Like, if you heard this outside of your house, you think you're dying. Bro, this is creepy. What is this? Another planet that we just discovered? Yeah. Yep, put that in S tier, quickly. I knew it. Okay, this is Mercury. Oh, God. What's happening on Mercury? What's happening to make that sound? Oh, God. Sounds like a...
Mercury sounds like this with someone like this. Still
No,
a bit
it
unsettling,
doesn't.
So C tier.
See, this guy is horrible at ranking, bro. You're telling me this is C tier? It sounds like somebody's trying to talk. That is creepy, bro, especially because it's a planet where we don't even know if there's life. This guy's tweaking,
So
bro.
C tier.
I'm gonna do my own ranking. Oh my God. How does this thing sound like that? Okay, yeah, this is going S tier. I don't care, that's creepy. Let me know every single ranking of yours too in the comments. I'm gonna compare our ranking. I think that's S tier. It's gotta be, because that sounded like how does this planet even make that sound? Is there someone on the planet like playing an instrument? That would be fun.
Sounds like something Skrillex would have made in 2010. Pretty strange for a moon. B tier.
B, okay. Dimos. Ooh. It's pretty creepy. Ooh, I can hear like voices. Yo. Yeah, that's kind of creepy. I'm gonna give that A tier. No, B tier. B tier. Sounds like someone's breathing. I'm gonna say B
is
tier.
the Greek personification of terror and dread. And I'm pretty sure I heard a kid crying. S tier.
That's not. That didn't even sound like a. Okay. Comet 67P. Huh. This is what a comet sounds like. That's actually weird. So comets, I'm pretty sure those are big space rocks just flying. It's not a planet. It's just like a rock, like a broken off piece of a planet. But how does it sound like this? It sounds like something you would hear if like you just randomly one day spawned into like a rainforest. Like you just woke up one day and somehow you got teleported to like a creepy rainforest at night. Imagine that. You're in a creepy rainforest and you're like, yeah, that's actually pretty accurate. I just did some good work right there. This is pretty creepy. I'm gonna give it a B tier. B tier for me.
Some people find this sound soothing and relaxing.
What?
I think it sounds like one of these guys from The Last of Us.
Oh my gosh.
A tier.
A tier, okay. The lightning on Saturn. That's what this sounds like. So that's what lightning sounds like on Saturn? It sounds like somebody's like farting or something, or like sitting on a bunch of piece of paper.
It's basically white noise. People have fallen asleep to this.
I'm gonna give that a D tier. Yeah, it's not that creepy. Oh my gosh. This is what a black hole sounds like. Yeah, nah. This is S. I hear people talking. Like I hear people like, do you hear that? It sounds like hell, bro. Yeah, this has gotta be S tier. Do you hear this?
This is exactly what I thought a black hole would sound like. A tier.
A? Bro, he's tweaking. All right, Jupiter. This is cool to hear what like other planets sound like. What is that, bro? Like what could be making that noise on these planets, bro? It's kind of crazy how we have the technology to hear the stuff on the other planets, but like what's making that noise on Jupiter, bro?
Jupiter straight up sounds haunted.
Yeah, that sounds deadly. Oh my God, that's the creepiest planet I've ever seen. Oh my God.
There is no way I'd want to be going anywhere near that.
I'd give this like A tier. I don't think it's S tier.
S tier.
What? This kid's tweaking. The Big Bang. Ooh. Wow. That's what the Big Bang sounded like? So the Big Bang was when like the whole universe was created? Jesus, dude. Imagine you were there and you just heard this. Sounds like
not
low
really scary
farting.
at all. Just pretty cool, actually. D tier.
Ganymede? What is a Ganymede? I think this is another planet called Ganymede. Oh, Ganymede. I thought it said Gaymede. I was about to say, I'm never going there. Ganymede. Oh, that's actually getting creepy. Okay, hold on. Nah, bro. That is an alien.
Sounds like there's a lot of high-tech stuff going on.
Yeah, it sounds like there's an alien trying to communicate to us. I'm gonna put that at... It's not S tier because it's not super creepy, but it sounds like someone's communicating, so I'm gonna go A tier for this one, for Ganymede.
Very sci-fi-ish. C tier.
What? Apollo 10 whistle. Wait, it said it's hard to hear. Okay, let me shut up.
Edit music even sounds.
Who the hell is talking?
Hear that whistling sound?
Wait, there's people on the planet called Apollo 10 who can speak English? How did I not know this? This is S tier, bro.
It's pretty hard to hear this sound, and while it's not the scariest, these guys are hearing this firsthand.
Wait,
on the moon.
what?
B tier.
Those people live there? Okay, this is Mars. Ooh, this is the closest planet to Earth, I think, so there might be people there. Let's listen. It's kind of creepy. It kind of sounds like something you would hear like late at night, maybe 2 a.m. and you're outside and it's windy. I don't think it's that creepy. I'm gonna give it a C
Thought Mars
tier.
would be scarier. Honestly, it just sounds pretty windy.
C
D
tier. Whatever. Ooh. Eskimo Nebula. Oh my god. Yep, this is S. This is S. S tier. Easily. Because, do you hear that person like screaming? Yeah, nah. There's people on this planet, bro, and they're screaming. That is S tier 1000%.
Stars had their own language. This will be it. A tier.
A tier? Bro, it's literally people screaming. Like, how is that A tier, dude? Okay, this guy's tweaking. Amalthea. Oh my gosh. This is a space rock. That sounds like this. Okay, a lot of people might say this is not creepy, but to me, this is creepy. Imagine you're just on this planet, right? Or you're on this rock and you just hear this. Bro, this is creepy, bro. This is going B tier.
It's a pretty weird sound,
B
but
tier.
the longer I listen to it, the more I like it. B tier.
Stop copying me, bro. Hold on. Okay. Phobos. Oh, this is kind of creepy, bro. Oh my god, it's getting worse. Okay, yeah, S tier. I don't care. It sounds like a bunch of people are like
A
screaming.
moon named after the Greek god of fear and panic.
Wow, this is named after fear or panic. Yeah, it kind of does remind me of like, it does try to make me panic, bro. It's like, yeah, for sure.
Fear and panic. Just a normal hallway, and
Gosh. Oh my god.
Yep, great name. S tier.
S tier. Okay, this is what Saturn sounds like. So this is another planet in our solar system. Oh. It's pretty creepy. I would give it a C tier. Maybe B. B tier. It just kind of sounds like wind, maybe? I think it sounds like wind, so I'll give it B tier.
I didn't think a place that looks like this would sound like that.
Wow,
A
that's
tier.
what it looks like. Okay, I got another video here with more sounds. This is what it sounds like when two black holes collide, bro. This says gravitational waves, blah, blah, blah. I don't even know any of that words. Dude, so two black holes colliding with each other. Wait, what? Oh, what? This is like kind of creepy. Ooh, they formed into one. Okay, this is what Saturn's rings sound like. Oh, he's even got like the technology right here. I don't know what any of that means, but that sounds creepy as hell, bro. All right, the next one is leaving the solar system. So this is what we would hear if we left our solar system. Imagine you're in like a telescope. What? A telescope? This one's called a singing comet. This sound was detected by ESA Rosetta spacecraft. The exact cause of this sound is unknown. Bro. Yeah, what is happening on, maybe somebody's like on that comet, like drilling, or maybe there's like a woodpecker just, but I don't know, bro. That's actually pretty creepy. Oh God, it's changing, bro. This thing has different voices. Oh God, it's getting higher pitched. Bro, okay, you guys need to prepare yourself for this next one. This was the creepiest one I've ever heard. Okay, what's the next one? What is this? Horsehead Nebula? What is it? Look at this, there's a face! Oh my God. Okay, I don't know what a Horsehead Nebula is, but that's gotta be S tier, bro. Okay, what is this? A Leonid's meteor shower? This is what a meteor shower sounds like? What? Oh, so this sound isn't directly from the meteor, but it's produced by the interaction of the meteor particles with the Earth's ionosphere. Whatever the hell that means, I don't know. But it sounds creepy. This is what a meteor shower sounds like. It's like, I just killed that. Wow, that was good. Okay, what's the next one? All right, this is Charon. This is the moon of Pluto. So y'all know the planet Pluto? This is the moon. Okay, yeah. What is this? Why does your moon sound like that? Why does your moon sound like that? Wait, I'm kind of intrigued. What does our moon sound like? I'm gonna see if this video has our moon because I don't think we ever heard what our moon sounds like. Okay, the next one. What? I'm never stepping foot on that. This is the Neptune's moon, called Nereid. It should be called what the hell, because what is going on there? Is somebody playing like a arcade game? Ooh, a lightning strike on Saturn. Okay, I think we heard this in the last video. It sounds like a bunch of fart. So let's go to the next one. This is the Jupiter's moon. Okay, can we hear our moon? I don't give a damn about Jupiter, baby. Okay, check this out. I think I found something. I want to figure out the moon of our moon. Okay. Ooh, this is Uranus's moon. So you guys know Uranus? It's that moon. Wow, that's kind of creepy. Okay, where's Earth's moon? Okay, I found it. This is our moon.